Chad, how we doing? How we doing, chat? I'm gonna get the scoreboard pulled up. Give me 1 second here. Woo, baby! Hey, this is a big one. We got a watch party. This is kind of different. All right, now we should look good. We should look good now. We're rolling a little bit. Daniel, what's up, Daniel? Let me get the scoreboard pulled up. Green Bay's on the move right now. They're knocking on the door. There was a huge penalty on third down, and I think it was a third down and one. Not fourth. I think it was third down. We're Green Bay fans tonight. We are Green Bay fans. It's not great, but we're Green Bay fans tonight. Just see what this one's looking like. We'll see if we're live for the whole game. I'm not sure yet, but we're just gonna have fun with this one, man. Kind of chill out. It's not as stressful, which is nice. Get the audio going. Short little run there, gain of 3, 3rd and 7. All right, let's go. Let's go like that. Let's go like that. Cool. Cool, man. All right, 3rd and 7 from the 13. Little zone. Oh, he's close. He might have got that. He was close. That was like 6 yards. 6 yards on a curl. Oh, they're telling me they called a timeout. All right. We'll give it a second then. Yeah, this is kind of weird. Okay. Oh, shoot. Okay. No, they're not. Wait, did they call a timeout? Maybe they called it now. Okay, they just called the timeout. That's why. Shoot, that's copyright. That's copyright, man. They about got me. I got to be locked in. Oh, wait a minute. I kind of like that better. All right, here we go. 4th and 1. Come on. Let's get this, Green Bay. Let's handle business. Look at the man here bumping. They're going to run some sort of rub or something. Maybe to the flat. He said chili taco. Come on, man. Oh, no. Guys, what are we running here? What are we running here? What was that? What was that, man? What are we doing? Yeah, they were doing too much. They were doing too much with that one. I mean, I feel like going to the end zone there was kind of wild. That didn't seem necessary at all. Oh, man. Dude, see. This is going to end up being pretty stressful. Let me get some beats going. I need something to calm me down. Something rolling. Ah, I can't hear it. That's good. Man, and here's the thing, too. We got some good news today, man. We got some good Lions news today. Somewhat good news today. Halfway good news today. We got news. All right. We got kind of good news today, which is going to be fun. We're going to talk about that more tomorrow. I didn't want to do a show for that. I didn't think there was enough there to do a show for that. But for tomorrow, it's going to be great. Pre-game. This is going to be fantastic. Talk about this tomorrow. But Mahogany's coming back. I think officially that means he's probably coming back officially because he was close that. Mahogany was activated today, which is pretty amazing. So it seems like he's on track to play this weekend, and we need to get this guy back on the field. We need Mahogany to get back out there. Actually, speaking of that, yeah. So he was activated, and then Egukan also elevated, which makes me think that Graham's not playing. I don't know if they already listed him as out. He probably was already listed as out. Graham Glasgow questionable. I don't know. That makes me think he's out. I hope not. Hope I'm wrong on that. Oh, hold up. There's a video for this? We gotta react to
this. Does he look like he has a chance to play on Sunday?
I'll know more today. Yesterday, I thought he looked pretty good. Wasn't perfect, but I thought he looked pretty good. And some of it's going to be, I know he's a little sore today, and how he feels in today's practice. That's what a lot of it's going to come down to.
Dude, I'm optimistic. He's playing for sure. All right, we're back to the game here. Swifto. Oh my gosh. Gained about 7. Second and 2, another big lane. It's probably about 8 more. Straight downhill. We're going to feel them not having Micah too. What do the numbers look like for Chicago on the season? Like improvement rushing the football. They're way better running the football than they were. They're way better than they were. I wonder what the stats say on that. Okay, 1st and 10 from the 24. He's got some movement going on. Single high here. Oof. Valentine. Ja'Day Walker? Hold up. Ja'Day Walker, who is that? Juma, what's up, Juma? Bro, hey, talk about feeling Micah not being there. Dude. Play fake here, bringing 5. There's a little heat. They brought a cornerback. Takes off, gets 9. That takes me back to Green Bay last year, man. When Green Bay had to blitz 5 all the time. I feel like they always had to blitz 5 to get pressure. That's not good. Oh, goodness. Ain't good. Bro just ran right into his back. I think he's gonna be okay. I don't think that's gonna be serious. Hopefully. All right, here we go. 2nd and 1. Shotgun. 3 receivers here. This is pretty condensed. Oh, there's a short motion. That's a Ben John special. There's some heat. Dang, they create immediate pressure. Broken play, though. Zacchaeus gets out of there. Brought 5 again. I'm wondering if they're going to bring 5 every play. Almost every play. Like, this is definitely who Green Bay was last year. That's the only way they were getting heat last year without, well, I mean, I guess until they got Micah. Yeah, that's a problem, too. Having your linebacker chasing Zacchaeus, that's not going to work. Conflicted who to win? We need Green Bay to win. We need Green Bay to win, man. That's where I'm at. I mean, there's a path either way, but straightforward, Green Bay got to handle business. Little loop motion, screen, flying. Moore's back in, though. First down. Like, there's a path for either way, but, like, the most clean path, have Chicago handle business. Take that back. Green Bay handle business. All right, here we go. 1st and 10 inside the 20. Oh, boy. 2 tight ends here. Here comes Moore. Counter handoff. Oh, missed the tackle. Swift gets up, gets 6. Bears looking like a better team. They just running the ball so much better now. Like, it's... I mean, Green Bay was down there. Green Bay just went for it on 4th and 1, and I don't know why they went to the end zone. To be honest with you, going to the front pylon there. But, like I say, hey, will you take Mike out of the defense, man? It's going to force him to blitz a lot, especially against a good old line like Chicago. It's going to give them problems in the secondary, dude. Micah changes that alone. Just alone, Micah changed the whole idea of how Green Bay can play defensively. But that old line's been balling for Chicago. Is that a little wham? All right, they handled that. Got a yard. 3rd and 3. Who else? Where's Evan Williams from, man? Does anybody know? I don't know where that dude's from. Feels like a guy that'd be from Cal or something. I don't know. And Williams is a dog. I don't know where he's from, though. All right, here we go. 3rd down and 3. Man up here, hand off to Swift. Got a push. He's close. I don't think he's going to get it. He's close, though. They're going for that. If Green Bay's going for it, they're going for that for sure. It just got to be a sneak. I would think this is just a sneak. Oh my gosh. Dang. Needing inches. Whoa, that's crazy. He snapped it over dude's head on 4th and 1. Was that on purpose? What were they trying to accomplish here? That's kind of wild, though. Like, why would you snap it back that far when you needed inches? What was the setup going to be? Dude, honestly, I don't know what the strategy was there. That's crazy to me. They tried that. They needed a sneak. They needed half a yard. Even if he catches that, he's got like 6 yards to go. See, this is where, bro, like, I got to believe, and Green Bay did the same thing. He's sitting there thinking, I'm going to score a touchdown on this play. I don't need that inches. I'm going to go score a touchdown. That was a wild play call. That was a confusing play call. That's what that was. Take the points. Man, both teams. I guess it evened out. Neither team took the points. They're both tied. So we're back to business. But for Green Bay, at the 22, huge. That's huge, man. That's crazy they did that. Because then, yeah, I mean, even now it messes that up. Ooh. That's wild. That's wild, man. Alex, how we doing? Tell you what, man, I was thinking about it today. Walking to the car, man. It's like, dude, tomorrow's game. Like, I haven't felt it yet. And I don't know that I will pregame. Maybe I will. Pregame's going to be good tomorrow. But, like, the importance of tomorrow's game, I mean, really every game, because they're, like, really, like, legit must-wins now. It's going to be stressful, bro. Because I'm thinking about it as I'm walking. I'm like, dude, tomorrow's game is in some ways kind of feels like the season. Like, I didn't get there with the Rams. I mean, it would have been great to win that, but it was also the Rams. But this kind of feels like the season now all of a sudden. Bro, the stress is going to be crazy if that game's close. They're gonna give us one of those old-fashioned back and forth down to the wire, dude. I'm going to be sweating from, oh, my gosh. It's fun. Like, I've told y'all, man, that's the best way to watch games, I think, as a fan. That's, like, the best. But at the same time, woo, it's going to be like that from jump, man. I ain't gonna lie, I don't see us going 3-0. I think we drop the one on Christmas. Don't say that, Mac. Mac, we can't lose that one, bro. We can't lose that one. What would be the worst one to drop? I think that would be the worst one to drop. It has to be. Because you win this game, you're like, oh, hold up, we're right there. And then you lose on Christmas, and you don't make that last game matter. Oh, dude, that'd be the worst one to lose. I mean, it might be worse to lose to Chicago, though. Like, if you got it to Chicago and you drop that game knowing, like, what would be on the line, that might be worse. I mean, but at least, here's my thing, right? Here's how I'm looking at it. It's a terrible way. Well, it's not terrible, but it's just like, I just hope the last 3 games matter. I always say, like, I just want to be in the hunt. Like, I want to be on the screen. We're right there. But I don't want the last games to not matter. Even if you don't get it, make it matter. There's a drop on first down. That was ugly. I just threw it at the ground. Back has that little sad face. What was the strategy here? That might have popped. That might have scored a touchdown. I'm going to be honest. That might have scored. If he catches that, he might have scored. Yeah. I think that's a touchdown. Losing Hallett a big blow. Let me check something real quick. Second and 10. Handoff down here. There's a good push. They said Jacobs on a snap count. I don't keep up with some of that stuff well enough. I didn't even know he was going through stuff like that. All right, Lions injury report from yesterday. Let me double check. We'll go through this tomorrow too. So Mahogany limited, questionable, but he was activated, so I'm optimistic. Optimistic on Amik too. That's right, Thomas Harper. So Thomas Harper's full participation all week. We need Thomas Harper to play. Like, that's where I'm at. We lost. When did we lose Eric Hallett? But we need Thomas Harper to play. I think that's the biggest thing. Because I think when he's healthy, he's going to start. Taking off. Ooh, he's lucky he got that. He's lucky he dove forward. But no, dude, we need if Harper plays, that's going to be an upgrade. Hallett was bad last game. Doesn't mean I don't like Hallett. It just wasn't good. To be honest with you, it just wasn't good. Hallett, and I say this like respectfully, I like Hallett. He does feel like he's got a little bit of that, like, what is his role? Like, what is he best at? I don't know. He does a lot of different things, but is there something that he's going to be excel in? I don't know if there is that, or what that would be. To the sideline, deep to the sideline, that should be a catch. Dallas pulled it in, but he didn't come up with it, so I'm wondering. Dallas always got that big helmet on, too. Oh, Titans picked him up on a waiver wire. Got you. Yeah, I would say no. Honestly, I didn't even know that happened, to be honest with you. It does put more stress on a guy like Thomas Harper to roll, though. Like, this guy needs to get back out there and playing. But yeah, Hallett struggled, man. Hallett struggled big time last game. So it's like, he's like, it's not like I dislike the guy. It's just he had a really rough game. There was a lot of plays that he just didn't make. And really, it was him getting picked up one-on-one, and man, it was a mess. His own run here. Jacobs running hard. He gets 4. Okay, Jacobs. Jack of all trades, master of none. He had a little bit of that to him. Now, I feel like with Will Harris, he was kind of that too, but with Will, he did kind of find a role. Like, he wasn't great as a nickel for us, but he was okay there. It was like, all right, we can work with this. And then he went to safety. I think he's still a safety right now for New Orleans, and I feel like it's working for him. So, like, at least he kind of figured it out. It just might take Hallett a minute. He just might need the opportunity to figure it out, to be honest with you. It's tough when you're not playing. All right, 2nd and 6 from midfield. Oh, I thought they were taking a shot. Dude, they're running, though. Oh, my goodness, they're running, though. That's 6-piece first down. Dude, that Chicago run defense looking kind of trash. That makes me optimistic. Oh, I can't wait to get Mahogany back. I'm so fired up, y'all. And I wasn't even like hype on Mahogany early this season. I didn't think he was playing that well. But like, dude, the opportunity for him to take that position going forward is right there. And we just need someone to run block for us for real. We just need it, man. I always go back to what Brad was telling us when he was like, yeah, he's this guy really improving. And like during the offseason, it's like, oh snap, really? I'm hoping that comes to play here when he gets back out there. Play fake rollout. Got a ton of room. Racing into it. No, I don't think he got his feet down. Yeah, I don't think he got that right foot down or left foot. I don't think one of them even hit the ground. Why is there a football game right now? I have no idea. Honestly, maybe the NFL looked at it and was like, oh, okay, you're gonna have James Madison playing right now. Hey, we'll put an NFL game. We'll take those views. No. They knew before, but I don't know. I feel like they usually do this. They play on Saturday, like towards the end of the year. I don't know what the point is. I don't know if it like helps numbers because they isolate some of them. I don't know. End of the first though. You hear Shep say that McNeil came up saying, yes, I did hear that. That was a good presser. We hit on some of that in our last stream. In our last stream, we kind of walked through that a bit. But yeah, I did hear him say that. And Shep was like, well, you're not playing bad. Oh no, they did. I didn't think they were gonna run a play there. Big seam, big first. He's like, he's not even playing, that bad. Which I didn't think he played that bad in our last game. But I think it's legit. It's legit. And plus, the thing with the lean too, he's taking like all of our snaps. Not all of our snaps. He's taking a lot of snaps. It's not like he's taking like 20 snaps. He's taking 50 plus. So he's taking guys snaps right now. A lot of guys snaps. I think it's legit. And it's cool. It's cool. Liam's a dog, man. He'll get it right. He'll get better. I know coming off that cannot be the easiest thing at all. But don't you think we might use Frank to help coach a future center? That'd be interesting. I mean, I don't know. We have our mule box here, so maybe. I bet if Frank wanted to do it, I would assume Hank Fraley would like to have him. It is different, coaching different than playing for sure. But if he just wants to be around it, I like that. He could have some love for it. And shoot, it would go beyond just center too. It would be the whole offensive line, but specifically the interior. We got a lot of young dudes, man. Mahogany, Miles, Tate potentially playing center. A lot of young dudes. Hank and Frank. Yeah, dude, when I said that a lot, I almost was like, that can't be right. I like that. That'd be cool. I'd be with that. I'm sure there will be discussions about that. I would almost guarantee there's going to be discussions about that. If he's like that invested still. But probably right now, he's probably a little more heartbroken right now than anything that it didn't work out. It'd be good though. It would be good. It would be really good. Because I don't know what Mulebach's role even is. I don't think he's like the assistant special teams coordinator. He might be. I don't know what his role is. But he's there. I don't know. I don't know what he does. He might be the assistant. He always had like a little paper with him and stuff. So he might be the assistant special teams coordinator. That could be his job. We got to know line coach, right? So you can assistant offensive line coach. Hey, hold up. I don't know if those exist. But you could find room for it. There's an assistant wide receivers coach. You could find room for it. Shoot, you need your offensive lineman. I feel like I'd rather have an assistant offensive line coach than an assistant wide receiver coach. I'm not mad at that. All right, let me mute these beats for a second. This thing's driving me crazy. Or at least I got to put a different beat on. This beat getting real repetitive. All right, we're back from commercial. Let's go. Come on, Green Bay. Let's go. Let's get the job done. They're on the move right now, too. What do you think the plan for nickel and nose next year? It seems like the writing is on the wall. Guys like Amika Reader won't be resigned. Here we go. Here we go. Okay, zone, tap it 2. Gets to the flat. Look at Jacobs. Stick that foot, get 8. I missed a couple things there. Okay, think plan for nickel is next year. That's a good question. I don't know. I think they'd like to have Amik back, to be honest with you. I don't know what the price point would be for him. I've actually really liked Amik this year. I've been pretty happy with Amik Robertson. That said, I still don't know if his best spot is slot. but I'd like to have him back. Rakestraw, they kind of settled in out wide, so I don't know if they're going to go back to that. They leave Tyrion out wide, which they could try. They could try with one of those young dudes, just see how it goes. I think, honestly, Tyrion could try in the slot, too. There we go, Jacobs. First down to the 9. I think they could try him. They could try him out inside, too. He has a skill set for it. Reed obviously can do it, too. I mean, it would be great to be healthy right now with those guys, just to see if they could dabble in something like that. But I think all 3 of those guys can do it. We know Rakestraw did in college. Tyrion, I think, did it a little bit. DJ's done it before, but just not much. DJ will be here. So ideally, they'll probably keep him out wide. But if Tyrion plays out wide, then maybe it's Rakestraw versus Amik. Maybe a new guy. I mean, shoot, now that position, if you're going to go big, I mean, they're expensive too. So is he on the roster? That's the question. Knowing how the Lions kind of do things, he probably is on the roster. Outside of them, like, drafting a safety and putting Branch in that spot again, he's probably already here. And I think they like Amik. All right, first, second to go from the 5. Let me get to these other ones in a second here. I want to see if they punch this thing in. Shotgun back to his left. Motion him out. They threw it right to him. Threw a screen. Oh, no. Incomplete, I think. Do you know anything about – so Arthur Mollett, welcome back. Welcome back. Speaking of slot ability, and probably some of that too, I think, is Amik Robertson maybe. I don't know. Hopefully he's going to play. But remember, he did play that nickel role for us for Amik. So you get some of that. Devontae Casey. I don't think Devontae Casey was a Lion at one point. I don't remember when it was. May have been just like preseason. Let me look it up. May have been. I thought he was with us before. Maybe he wasn't. Maybe I'm okay. He was. Yeah, he was with us in. Wait, he was on. Okay, no, he's been on our practice squad since the 8th. That's why that sounds familiar. But also Devontae, yeah, I remember with Atlanta. I mean, that's a safety position, so kind of with their depth. But he's like big. He's big, versatile kind of dude. He'll probably add a backup strong safety to the mix for us without having Kirby Joseph now going to IR, kind of a long-term backup. I think Amadic's going to become our strong safety. I think Thomas Harper goes to free safety. So you need a backup for that too, because if you lose Eric Hallett, then you don't really have a backup. Here we go. Or I guess you would have take that back. Oh my goodness. Come on, man. You would have Daniel Thomas, which you could have competition. You would have Daniel Thomas. So yeah, you need another body. What's up, Dose and crew? I didn't know you streamed it. Hey man, people were asking for it. I was like, let's do it. I'm just gonna jump on it, go live, see what it's talking about. Let's have some fun with a little live stream. I don't know if we'll sit for the whole thing, but for a little bit. Hopefully Packers get up by like 30. They're about to kick a field goal. Someone asked who's playing better. Man, I honestly don't know. It's pretty tight. Both teams moved the ball really well. Both teams stopped at like the 5-yard line. Green Bay threw an incomplete pass at the 1. They went to the end zone, or they threw it to the end zone, had an incomplete pass on the pylon, and then Chicago came back, got to a 4th and inches, snapped it over dude's head, turned it over. So they both moved it. They both ran the ball well. I think Green Bay is going to have problems getting pressure. I don't know if they're going to have problems getting pressure. I think they will without 5. I think they're going to be having to blitz 5 a lot, which they did last year, and I think it's going to give them problems in the secondary. So I just wonder if Caleb's going to carve him up in the secondary. That's the big concern right now, because that's on the table, that he could just start dicing him up. I think that's going to be a problem. Both teams are running the ball pretty well, though. Green Bay actually got it going a bit there. You think McDaniels could be a good fit if Dolphins fire him? I think McDaniels would be great for the run scheme. I mean, his passing stuff, at least recent passing stuff, I feel like it's kind of, I don't know. It's not like overly, I don't know. I haven't watched this all 22 like that, but when I have, never been like over like, oh, that's insane what he's doing. At one point, it was pretty cool, but it also just kind of fit who he had. So I would say that he uses his strengths well. I think his run scheme is impressive. even preparing for this last game, watching them, like they utilize their tight ends really well in the run game. They utilize a lot of unique formations for it. They get weird splits with their backs. They have the athletes to do it, so they can really work laterally. But I think their run schemes are always super creative. And they really do a good job with the ball handling of the quarterback. There's a lot of options on each carry. Like there's a lot that they give you in the backfield. There's no that never looks moldy, as someone would say, as Alex would say in chat. That always looks fresh. They always got something there. They got some gimmicks over there. So I would like him for that element. Just what he can add creatively to the run scheme. You would have to adapt to what you have, but I think especially being his background, kind of that zone background, like he throws a lot at you. So I like that. The past stuff, I don't know how much, I mean, it could. It's just weird because right now it just doesn't look good. Like their offense just doesn't look good right now. I don't think they have much there to kind of work with. And I don't think that what's his name is playing that well, to be honest with you, too. See if I got the thing for it. Pittsburgh, Miami. See what I got here. I want to see if anything stands out when looking back at this. A lot of screens, in breakers, but I just think that's that's just what they have. And there's nothing wrong with that. That's what they have. The interception was ugly, but I just don't think the ball should have been thrown, to be honest with you. The one that Tua threw last week. Anybody that can help us with the run game, I'm with it. I'm absolutely with it. I'd take him for that. That alone, I'd take it. All right, 3-0. If we're talking about offseason, I hope we go out and get an interior lineman, because I think we need a veteran on the line. We definitely need some help on the interior line. Now, if Mahogany cooks, he can earn being the left guard. I still think you want to add somebody, but he could earn being left guard. And look, this has always kind of been the thing with Brad, just to be honest, whether I agree with it or not. He tends to seemingly kind of just invest in guys, and once he invests in them, he has a lot of confidence. Like, I don't need to stack that position. That's our guy. Like, you get that vibe all the time with how Brad handles things. I think he's always done that. I think there's a obvious benefit. It gives guys opportunities to take over roles, and it shows you that he does believe in them, and he doesn't throw money away because of that. But obviously, the downside is, too, if it doesn't hit, we're kind of stuck there, and it hurts for depth at times. But if Mahogany does well, I could see him. If Mahogany finishes on a good stretch, I personally, to this point of season, don't think he's locked up future left guard. But if he finishes really well, they could feel pretty confident about that. The big thing will be what happens with Graham. He's under contract, though. They might move off him. I think Tate going to center is very likely this offseason that he becomes the center. So then right guard's still wide open. They've got Miles snaps, but I don't think they're going to feel like Miles is a starter after how he's played so far. So they're going to have to add somebody. I'm open for either one. I'm open for Young. I'm open for Vet. I'm open for either of those. Definitely Vet feels more safe. It's going to be expensive, but it feels safer. But if I'm cool with double dipping there. Like I would draft one, and I would probably sign one too. It just depends on what happens with Graham. But especially if the vision is moved Tate to center, they may very well go a different direction. There's no reason to kind of keep Graham Glasgow in that case. I mean, he brings flexibility, but if he doesn't want to play the position that you have open, that's like the most open, then it might not make sense to keep him. I think in a video game world it would, though, because he's going to play everywhere. Let me see what else I missed here. Also, I wonder what they will do for the backup quarterback. Will they bring in a rookie to battle Allen for quarterback 2 or sign another journeyman? Yeah, that's a good question. I think a draft pick is on the table. Now, draft pick becoming the number 2, I think is very unlikely. I think it's incredibly unlikely that the Lions draft a quarterback this year and he becomes their backup. Not impossible. I just don't see it being likely. I think Kyle Allen probably gets brought back. No, we don't really, But I think it's unlikely that they would draft somebody who would take that role. Not to say it's impossible, but I don't think they would draft him that high. It would almost have to be like a first-round pick. They took Hendon Hooker round 3, and it took a couple of years for him to become the backup. And he was kind of the backup, and then they let him go. So I don't think that's likely. Now, third string, yes, I think that's on the table. But I don't know. I see very likely us having a rookie become the backup. It just doesn't seem to be the way they do it. I'm thinking Decker may retire. He might. I don't know. I don't want to lose Decker, so I'm trying not to think about that possibility. I love Taylor Decker, man. Hopefully Taylor Decker's looking at it from the perspective of wanting to go out on top, and I could see that. Like if we got the job done this year, Taylor Decker could absolutely retire. What is he, 31? I mean, you don't need to retire. You know what I mean? Like I feel like you don't need. I mean, he's under contract. You got the extension last year. You don't need to retire. He can hang around. There's no reason to leave. I mean, you got your job, man. You're getting paid. You got your job. What are you gonna do? Decker, what are you gonna do, man? You gonna go fishing? Come on, man. You know that's not your game. Maybe it is his game. I don't know. All right, here we go. Chicago zone run. Ooh, we got popped. That was a good run though. But now guy's been pretty good. 4 yards. We'll have a vet, Frank. Hey, well, he could try again. Look, if he wants to, they could try. They could try again. I would be concerned that it doesn't get through the season though. That'd be my concern with it. But again, Frank's not that old either. I mean, isn't Frank 29? Or am I? Hold up. Am I? That doesn't sound right. Yeah, it does. He was drafted in 17. He might be 29. 29. Yeah, he's 29. Frank could come back. Because Frank, right now, if he was healthy this season and he actually wanted to come back, having a year off, Frank could come back. I don't think that's a crazy idea. Check down goes for 4 or 5. Dog, if he retires and all we got is Manu, we're cooked. Hey, don't do Manu like that. Manu might be good. We don't know. We don't know, okay? We don't know. If they don't do, hey, look, if Taylor retires and they do nothing, hey, we might be cooked, dog. You might be right. You might be right. But remember, they went to Manu before they went to Skipper. All right? They wanted to see, and that's what I was saying about Brad. Brad does that. He's like, let me go to the young guy. Let's see what the young guy's got. Sometimes you're like, I don't know if that makes sense, dude. But oh my young guy's running, but he always does that, man. He's going to give the young guy the chance because he believed in him. And then if it doesn't work, okay. But he always gives the young dudes a chance. You guys haven't even sniffed old yet. My man said he's 61. Shout out to you, Silent Service. We appreciate you, man. I would prefer to draft the center and sign a center and let our guards develop. Yeah, I don't really have a pull in it. I think Tate Rowledge is better. I believe Tate Rowledge's skill set is better suited for center. Now, for me, ooh, good little throwaway there. Oh, that might be grounding, actually. No, it can't be grounding. That might be holding. But I do think, based on his skills, that he's better suited for center. That said, though, I don't really there's not a good argument against, like, well, he's already doing it, just leave him there. I think that's fair. I think he's gotten better. Like, I think there's a fine argument for that as well. But the only reason I'd be making that argument is because he's doing it. You know what I mean? Like, there wouldn't be a basis of, like, well, I think he's actually a better guard. I thought he was built to be a center. So I have no real preference there, to be honest with you. And the fact that he's gotten center reps, at least in training camp, that could help him get a little bit ahead of it. Maybe he's off to the races a bit there. So I still think he's in play, definitely, to be a center. I think it's going to be tough to draft. It could be tough to draft a center this year. Ooh, that's a good throwaway. It could be tough to go draft a center. You know what I mean? Like, and have an immediate impact player if you don't go sign one. And also going to sign one, like, who is that going to be? I don't know what the free agent market looks like. There might be some guys out there, but it's going to be expensive. Eagles Commanders had a brawl. I didn't see that. You still think that Tack from Miami is the best fit if we arrange for him? I think he's a great fit. I love watching him play. Is he the best fit? I don't know yet. You know, I'm not really, like, convicted to that level. I'm not even convicted it has to be an offensive lineman. But as a lineman, I think where we're sitting right now, he actually is realistic, which is pretty cool. It's the downside of, you know, not making the playoffs, but the upside is maybe a guy like that becomes possible. You know, he might be in your range. So I hope we play ourselves out of the range for him. That's what I'm hoping. But if we're sitting there, shoot. To me, it was really 2024, which kind of sold me on him last year, before this year, watching his 2024 stuff. He just like, athletically, he's so dynamic. It's like, oh, this guy kind of feels like a lion here. I want Rat to center and get another guard. Hoping safety we took from Georgia get healthy, because I remember he looked good. That's true. I forgot about him, honestly. Oh, shoot, what was his name? Dan? His name's Dan. Dan Jackson. There it is. It took a second. We're back. Dan Jackson. I forgot about Dan Jackson. That's a good pull. 3rd and 13. Bring in 4. There's some heat, though. They're actually getting some heat with 4. I'm going to be honest. That was 3 straight pass plays that were all terrible for Chicago. That's pretty good, Green Bay. Green Bay looking kind of good. That was a good kick return, too. What was I going to say? Don't let us forget about our dude out of bowl either. Now that we're saying things like that. Kirby to IR. Disappointing year for our secondary. 3 ending season on IR. It is unfortunate. One of them we don't get to see even start. Ennis. Kirby, unfortunately, yeah. They said he had the setback and now he's out for the year. Hate that. I'm definitely optimistic at safety. Corner a little bit more hit and miss. I mean, it doesn't mean that hey, if Terrion and Rakestar were available, that they'd be upgrades because they're so young. It's just more so they're not developing at all. But right now, for where we're at safety, I actually feel pretty good about it. I wish we had Branch, no doubt, and Kirby. But I feel pretty good with Avante and Daniel. Not Daniel. Harper. I feel really good about those two actually. I don't see him spending one of the few draft picks we have this season on a quarterback. They may not. But the needs things are always tough too because you should address most of them in the draft, like based on their approach, how they always go about it. Again, I don't think I'd be surprised if they address left tackle in free agency. I mean, it would just solely come down to them having somebody retire. Again, I think center is going to be Tate, so I think it's going to be more guard there. I think you can do both. I don't know where they're at with edge. I still don't really know. We never really know with where they're at there. I think the biggest thing will just be depth is going to have to be addressed this year because they're going to they'll probably move off of Pascal. They're going to move off of Pascal. And I think this is last year of his deal. I don't know that there's a guarantee they move off of Davenport. It's on the table, but I don't know yet. He's got a good opportunity here. They'll have dude from Boise coming back. I can't think of his name right now for some reason. So they'll have to address that somewhere for depth's sake. It'd be nice to get another young guy in there. Cornerback, I don't know what they're going to do with corner. They'll address it for bodies for sure, but I don't think they're going to throw. I don't know that they're going to throw a major investment at corner. Defensive tackle, I think the future is Tyleek. I think Tyleek's going to start. Aleem will be next to him. I think they'll feel good about that. So again, it's kind of depth thing. I think Roy Lopez gets re-signed. So I think they're going to feel good about having 3 of those guys, and they'll just come down to do they want to invest in a 4th? Doesn't have to be a draft pick at that point. Could just be a vet. Kind of like when we signed dude from Tennessee. Levi is gone too. Yeah, Levi will probably be gone. But they could also potentially get him at a really good deal if they wanted to bring him back. Knowing Brad, that's not off the table. But he probably would be gone. He probably will be. Carlos, happy to see you. Man, it's good to see you in the chat, man. I'm happy you're here. Move off Davenport also. Didn't DJ Reed sign a 3 or yeah, Reed's on 3. We got a lot of bodies at corner. You got Rakestar, you'll have TA, you'll have DJ. Meek's now a free agent. You'll have Dorsey under contract. I believe Dorsey has 1 year left, or maybe this is 2nd year of his second deal. Or 2-year deal. I have to double check. I think he's got 1 year left. So I think he's got 1 year left. You'd have 4 corners. 4, legitimate guys that are going to get snaps there, depending on what they do with Branch at safety / corner. Am I missing somebody? I think I'm missing somebody, but I don't know who. I don't know who it is. Yeah, I don't think they're going to re-sign Pascal. I think Pascal's going to walk. He'll go somewhere else. He'll probably get a 1 year prove it deal. Levi's unfortunate because I feel like it was fair to give him a new contract. It was reasonable too. Just stinks. I mean, he didn't even get to the season. Hendon Hooker is back with Glenn. Hoping he gets some snaps, man. All right, here we go. Green Bay from their own 5. Good punt. 9.5 to go. Hand it off. Picks up 5. Yeah, they're running. They're running. Would you be upset if we keep Davenport or Pascal? No, I wouldn't. I think I'd honestly, and I hate to say this, man, I got Pascal signed up here, man. I would prefer to re-sign Davenport at this point. That's where I would lean. I would lean to bring back Marcus over Josh. All right, 2nd down and 5. 1 deep here. Quick out. That's easy. Picks up 7. It feels like they kind of got they got like a little who's who going on at secondary here for Chicago. They got a lot of random. Pascal's such a disappointing. It has been disappointing. He's kind of visible though. No, who? Marcus? I don't think he's invisible. I thought he was solid last game. I think he's been solid the last few games. He's just not dominant. Like I'd feel good with him. I'd like to have a better piece to push him. Right now, we don't really have any pressure on him, which is the problem. I think that's the biggest problem. You don't have a young guy putting pressure on him. Levi can't take snaps from him because he's not healthy. Pascal's not healthy to put any kind of pressure on him. Like it's just him. I mean, at that point, you got like Tyrus Wheat. Oh, there's a sack. They're gonna call roughing. Yo, hold up, Chad. They might call roughing on that. Yeah, Love got jacked. Helmet to helmet, maybe. I don't know if they're gonna. I hope they don't. Yeah, he's still down. Yo, that might be a flag. Yeah, that's roughing. He put his head down on Austin Booker. Now the question is Love okay? Because he's laying down for a minute. Just because of price point, or do you feel like that he's valuable even with the injury history? I think Marcus Davenport is valuable. I mean, I don't think he should be a lock to start just because you have him, but I think he should be in consideration for it. I think he's a very good competitive piece to start, and I feel good with him when he does start. Like I say, he's not dominant right now, but he does his role to this point. I mean, he's looking healthier. He just kind of looks like average, sometimes above average. That's kind of where he's hitting right now. So I have no issue with having that piece back. But if you do bring him back, you have to have someone to push him. And I just don't think we have anybody like that. There's no one that can take his job right now. Like say you got Tyrus Wheat going a bit. Tyler Lacey kind of took over the job. That's where we were at that position because nobody's been healthy. So I like him. But it's like it's one of these things where you would hope that after this season, because he finally got some snaps, next season would be even better for him. And if that is the case, like if I knew he was healthy all the time, I'd be fine with keeping him. I'd be very fine with keeping Davenport around. That's the only real question I have. But definitely still not playing at his peak right now, which you could be optimistic if he was able to finish through this year that he'd be even better going forward. And that's great, but I'd have to draft another piece or sign somebody else to rotate with him, someone to push him. Will Ahmed play at all? No, I don't think he's going to play this year. I don't think he's going to play. I think the only path for him playing is special teams. I don't think there's a path for him to play on defense this year. Now, going forward, maybe a little bit. And hopefully we're not to that point like where it's like, oh, we have to play him because that's where we're at. But outside anything crazy happening, I think the only path would be a little bit of special teams, maybe. Long-term plan at center? No, he's definitely not the long-term plan at center, I wouldn't think. I don't think he is. I think Tate is. He's played this year better than last year, Graham. Yeah, I mean, I think Tate just kind of is who he is. You know what I mean? I always say with Tate, you already know, like he ain't gonna. Malik Willis came in the game. He ain't gonna move guys around. His pass pro's okay. He's not that athletic, so like reactive wise, you can get him in some trouble. But he's typically where he's supposed to be. He just feels a step late more often than like if you had like an elite center. But it's fine. It's fine. It's like, all right, this is serviceable. If we're good at guard, it's fine. When you're shaking at guard and you really feel it. What's up with Ziggy Ansah? All right. Hold up. This is the second time we've done this in like the last month. All right. We're not doing this again. We're not doing this again. Yeah, Malik Willis, I guess, just came in. We are rooting for Green Bay. But right now, Jordan Love just went out of the game. Now it's a flag, so the drive stays alive, but oh boy, here we go. Now Malik Willis has actually played well when he's been out there, but usually it just turns into a run fest. All right, here we go. They've been running it well, though. That one wasn't great. Like 3. You want a fast linebacker? I like our linebackers, though. You know, and then Malcolm's back and healthy, which is cool. He's still under contract. I like having Malcolm. They'll have to make a decision on Alex. Alex been good this year. They'll make a decision there. They'll have Barnes under contract again. You'll have JC. Could be. I mean, that one could range from not needing it at all to maybe needing a starter. Here we go. 2nd and 6. Their handoff gets 5. It's crazy when he comes in, and you know they're running the football. They do it really well. But Anzo getting old. I mean, I'll be honest. Anzalone's played better than Barnes to me by a lot this year. Like, I like Barnes, but I think Anzalone's been a better football player. Age-wise, he is getting older, but he's better than Barnes right now. Player for player, I'd take Alex right now. And remember, Malcolm played on the line a bit too, so Malcolm gives you some flexibility. We need Rad back on. We do need Rad back on. It's 3rd down and 1 from the 41. Come on. Get this one. Oh no, they got a lot of push. He got close, but I don't think he got it. I guess one positive note. J-Mo's growth this year felt like a bit step. But yeah, last like what, 5 weeks, 6 weeks? I think he's been cooking. He needed to. I mean, he already got paid. No huddle. You think they're snapping that? No way. They don't look at all like they're gonna snap this. They are not snapping this. This is definitely a timeout. Okay, there's the timeout. They were definitely not going for that. They had no interest in going for that. They turned into a college football team. We got that.
You're tripping.
Yeah, man. All right, here we go. Come on, Green Bay, do some work. Do some work. Let's go. Let's get this. They better not be punting now. I mean, I'd get it with their backup, but like, I hope not. Now they're going. And Willis is still the guy. Honestly, they might be, if this is serious, they got to be in desperation mode, thinking, yo, we might have to go for it a lot because we got to score right now. We got to get up 2 scores. This is 4 down territory on this drive. And then we see at halftime. Oh, Malik's getting out of there. Malik's getting out of there. He's out of there, baby. Hey, that was about 13. That was about 13. We see you. Goff out there slinging. Goff slinging it, man. Slinging it, man. That's what I was saying. Like, we need these dudes to get in the playoffs. I need to see this passing attack in the playoffs. Don't rob me of this, NFL. Don't do that, man. We need this. We need these guys in the playoffs. I got to see what this looks like. Part of me thinks if this team gets in the play, bro, I got to stop because I know it. I got to stop. If Mahogany come back and he's a dog, this is to me potential. Oh, dude, this team could be so dangerous, bro. Here we go. 1st and 10, a little bit of heat. Lee's getting out of there. Yep, got about 7, 8. Yeah, that's what this is going to turn into. Honestly, this is where Matt LaFleur gets all the love. And shout out to Malik. He's actually been good for him. Been really good for him. But when they put him in, they don't really miss beats, bro. They just change it up and it works. It keeps working, man. Even with the injuries. Wait, prayers for Kirby. Yes. Our free agent tight ends. I haven't looked at any free agents, to be honest with you. But yeah, we might need one. That's another one of those positions. Quick toss. Put the shoulder down, got a 1st down. That's another one of those positions, right? Where it's like, okay, you have Laporta, but like, remember, we talked about this a lot in the offseason. Like, okay, but if let's say you lose Laporta, who is the guy that brings the receiving production? And it was like, all right, Lions might address this, and they didn't. It was kind of like, well, I guess it's Shane Zylstra, right? It was like, hey, we got Brock Wright, and they've re-signed him. They didn't try to put a guy behind Laporta that was like Laporta. They were just cool with like, hey, it's Laporta, and then it's like, all right, we got some depth, and we just change up how we play. And I think that's where, like, even to the JMO value thing, they're cool with maybe statistically not being overly productive when those guys are healthy. Because I think they look at it from that perspective. If we lose one, we just change the style that we play. And that to us is the value. Like we're not trying to stack positions with the same type. We're just trying to change our style based on what's available. And they do it pretty well. I mean, it's like a Brad Holmes approach thing where it's like it's probably more realistic than trying to stack positions because it's just I think if you do that, it kind of takes them out of the element of we're just taking best player available. It's like no, you're kind of taking just a prototype here to try to make it work like that guy. They don't seem to do that. They don't seem to take prototypes. Malik kind of balling, bro. I don't know. This always happens. Like I wouldn't want to play Malik when he comes in. It always works. Quick out. Like there's nothing crazy about any of this. It's like you kind of know what's coming. They're gonna run it a lot, and everybody struggles to deal with it. Shows you the value of the run game. Draft the safety in the 1st round. Even if it was a career thing, I don't know if I'd draft a safety. Well, first off, I don't think this is set. I think it's very limited in terms of guys that you could consider as a first-round safety this year. Um, AJ Halsey, to me, at times, I've considered him. I think Rod Moore is super talented. I don't think he's a first-round guy. Caleb Downs will be first round. I'm sorry, I forgot about Caleb. But Caleb ain't going to get anywhere near us. So, my bad. I forgot about Caleb Downs. Caleb Downs, absolutely first round. No shot it gets anywhere in our range. Toss, cut back, gets 5. They're just pushing him around at this point. If Caleb Downs got somewhere, like, bro, if Caleb Downs got out anywhere in our range, we'd have to give up a ton to get him. Like, we'd have to because he's that dude. But he won't be even anywhere near us. Who flicking boogers tonight? Okay, I don't know what that means. I'm gonna be honest with you. I guess just you, my guy. I don't know. If we pick at 18, he ain't gonna be at 18. He ain't gonna be at 18. I promise he will not be at 18, bro. He will not be at 18. First off, we're not picking at 18. We're getting to the playoffs. Okay. Secondly, he ain't getting to 18. There's no shot that dude gets to 18. That would be insane. There's not 17 players, bro. There's probably not 6 players better than him in this year's draft. 6 is a stretch, I think, in this year's draft to say there's 6 players better than this guy. I mean, you know what? To be fair, Branch did fall like crazy, though. Branch did fall. I think Caleb's got a lot stronger mystique behind him, though. Going from Bama to Ohio State, like he's got a bigger mystique behind him, feels like, than Branch did. Okay, there's another wall. Oh my gosh, they are gashing them right now. Up to the 5. Let's go. We've never been able to stop any of the best teams last 3 years, though. Buffalo cooked us. Have we not? I mean, we slowed down Minnesota. We slowed down the Rams in the playoffs, right? It was 23-24. I would call that slowing them down. I mean, for what that team is, you know, you can get away with that. There's probably a couple in there. Great. Kansas City. I don't know if they would qualify, but to open the year, they did really well on defense there. They scored 7 points in that game. I don't know if that would qualify though, because that offense wasn't like amazing that year. Talked about flicking boogers and got told by the refs to stop it. Oh, that's disgusting. Okay. I didn't see that one. We beat this Bears team 100%. I'm saying, man, come on, Green Bay. Make it come down to that. You wanted us to take Malik. A lot of people wanted us to take Malik. I was not a fan. But that's because people wanted us to take him at 2. I saw a mock draft where we were taking Bama, Caden Proctor. That could be on the table, too. Proctor's a freaking beast, dude. Beast of a man. I think a lot of people are going to see him as a guard, too. He had a little trouble today with some juice, or yesterday with some juice on the edge for Bama, too. So that's understandable that he'd be looked at as a guard. I don't have my notes. I might have to pull them up. Probably looked at as a gap scheme guy, though, too. But the Lions have gotten gap scheme offensive linemen. It's worked. So he'd be in play. I think the only issue to wonder there is, like, on paper, could he have flexibility? Yes. But do you legitimately believe he could play tackle? Or are you drafting him to be a guard? Because once you draft a guy to be a guard in the first round, and you, like, that's a high draft pick for a guard. If you see him as a like legitimately could play tackle, it's different. But I don't know that they're going to actually see Proctor as that. Oh, it wasn't an actual booger? Okay. All right. Don't know how the Bears are good. I feel like they just beat who they're supposed to beat. Like, that's what the Bears have done. They've found ways to win at the end. Games that we haven't found ways to win at the end. They've won close games this year. They beat the teams they're supposed to beat. I was thinking he could be Taylor Decker's playman. Yeah, I don't know if they're gonna view him as that. They might. I don't know if they're gonna see him as that. I think more people will probably see Proctor as a guard. And that could push him back. I mean, it could definitely push him back to your lap. And if you're one of those teams that do think he could play tackle, and it could make it possible. You need more draft info? Go to Dose of Draft, dude. Dose of Draft, dude. We do have to make another video over there here soon. No, gotta do another prospect video. But go to Dose of Draft. We dropped our mock this week. First mock this week. It's doing pretty well, actually. If we go guard in the draft until he retires, then do we go Miles or Gio at left tackle? If he retires, I hope he doesn't pull a Frank Ragnow and do it afterward. I would hope we would have already addressed that. First and goal from the 5. Fade. Heck no. Why would you throw a fade to Dobbs? That's a weird play call. That's weird, dude. Yeah, if we go guard. draft and Taylor retires, we go Miles. Yeah, I don't think they would want to put Miles at tackle. And Gio, who knows? Who knows? At this point, I would not be confident. Best clock manager is in Denver. All the press love him. All right, come on, man. Let's get in here. Run the ball, dude. That fade to Dobbs is crazy work. Malik's still in there. Hand it off to Jacobs. Gets 2. Yeah, this is 4 downs for sure. This is 4 down. Yeah, dude, I mean, it's so disappointing. We had 2 good games of college football. And as much as it's like, hey, man, it's great these little schools got in there, the games are atrocious. And it's just like, dude, I'm happy for them, but I don't want to watch this. Unfortunately, like, it's just not going to be enjoyable. I got no interest in these teams. So I don't want to watch Tulane get smoked by Ole Miss. Like, that's not interesting. That's just bad football, man. And Minnesota defense scares me, or line can't figure it out. I think we beat Pittsburgh, Chicago. I don't know. I think we figured. I mean, if we were still having big time issues with pass pro pickups, I'd have more of a problem. We were bad in that game, but I think we've done a really good job since then. A lot of it's been at the line too. Like last week, the way that we handled a lot of the DB pressures from LA, I think was great. Gives me optimism. This week we're going to be challenged in the same way. I think Pittsburgh's more aggressive than LA typically, and they're going to do some secondary stuff too. But they're even more aggressive with their linebackers. Not as much as Minnesota, but dude. SMU versus Penn State. Oh gosh, I don't remember that one that well. Probably the Oregon one. But hey, at least JMU, they were throwing out some stuff early. I mean, I turned it off. I don't know what it looks like now, but they threw out some stuff early at him. Yeah, Malik's still in there. He's still in there doing his thing. I mean, missing passes, but he's still in there. Field goal. All right, 6-0. This is weird. I don't think I expected 6-0. Is this what was? Yeah, that's true. Let's see what that score is. Oh man, it was 27-3 in the second, 34-6 at half. Yeah, bro, like that's just not good football, man. We had 2 good games and then we get that. That's disappointing, man. You had all these games lined up for college football playoff. I'm like, yo, 2 of these are gonna be terrible. Shout out to Sean Payton, man. He's handling business for sure. The fact that Sean Payton, they said, what is it, like his 3rd season winning 12 or 13 games, it could be? Or like 4th season? That's nuts. Hey, Sean Payton really is one of the GOATs, bro. Sean Payton's actually him, man. We got to give him his flowers. He's actually that guy. Charles, I see you, Charles. What's up, man? Green Bay's doing what Green Bay got to do right now. I'm a little bit nervous, though. They're not scoring touchdowns. And I don't know what's going on with Love. A touchdown there would have been amazing. Pistons up by 7. That's good stuff. That's good stuff. Let me see. Yeah, on the Hornets. Okay. Hey, the Pelicans, though, they've been cooking a little bit recently. Let's not overlook that. We're really going to talk about it. Let's not overlook that. Hold up. Let me see. They won like 3-4 in a row. Handle business tonight. Come on, man. Wait, are they beating the Pacers, though? Forgot the Pacers are tragic. Oh, yeah. What's the Pacers record? 6-21. Man. I cracked the code. Brad Holmes been going to Bama games for Parker Brailsford. Yeah, I don't know who that is. I'll be honest with you, brother. I don't know who that is. Parker Brailsford? Who's that? For my team tomorrow, TJ Watt, Nick Herbig. Yeah, I saw that. Nick Herbig's out. Isaac Sayomala. So if we get 60 yards on the ground, you have problems. If y'all run for 60 yards, now y'all are running for 60 yards. Y'all are for sure running for 60 yards. I think for sure you're running for 60 yards. With Fatanu, their backup left tackle's playing well. Cook's playing well. We get Anderson going. Unfortunately, I think y'all are probably going to run for 60 yards. And I think Kenneth Gainwell is the reason. I think Kenneth Gainwell is pretty good. But I hope I'm wrong. I do hope I'm wrong, Love to be wrong on that. I love to be wrong. TJ Watt is out is massive. That's massive now. That's massive now. We should get a little bit of time. Watt shouldn't destroy our run game. We should have a little run game going. We should. I think we can create some movement up there. Red Wings just smacked the Caps today. The Caps? The Capitals? I don't know hockey, so is that Washington? I don't know. What? Wait, what happened? Oh, my thing's behind. My Holly at midfield. All right. That's fine. That's fine. It is the Washington. Oh, snap. Hey, that's what I'm talking about. All right. He said he's the quickest center in the draft. How undersized are we talking, though? You say undersized. Don't give me my guy from last year. Is like 5'8". Don't give me none of that. From North Carolina. Here we go. 1st and 10. Okay, yeah, that was a good little rip to Colston. I did. I saw the Urbig news. I didn't see the TJ Watt one. I didn't see that. Here we go. 1st and 10, bringing some heat. They're getting there. Caleb's playing off his back foot, though. Yo, Caleb's playing way too much off his back foot, I feel like. As a hater of the Chicago Bears, unbiased opinion, he's playing off his back foot all the time. They bring one extra dude, and he's running backwards. Come on, dude. Name one Red Wings player that isn't Dylan Larkin. I don't even know who that is. I don't even know who Dylan Larkin is. Like current? No clue. McCoy. There's a McCoy on that team. It's got to be. Got to be at least one. Here we go. Bring in 4. Quick slant. Get 6. Wait, hold up. There's probably some. There's what's a Canadian last name? Is there a such thing as a Canadian last name? Nah. No, you're lying. I know there's one. He probably just got cut. Y'all just haven't seen the transactions. He probably just got picked up, actually. Whoa, there's no flag on that? I'm shocked. I'm not mad at it, but I'm shocked they didn't throw a flag on that. Fake, what did he say? Fake Detroit sports fan? No, I'm not a fake Detroit sports fan. Realistically, I'm not a Detroit sports fan. Not across the board. Not across the board. I'll take that one. I'll take that one on the chin. I am not, because I don't watch it all. Like, I can't put myself in that ring. It would be unfair to do that. I watched the Tigers when they got in the playoffs. That was it. Not a big baseball watcher, though, so it's not a Tigers thing. I just don't watch baseball. Same thing with hockey. It's not a Red Wings thing. I just don't watch hockey. Look, man, I'm a very basic guy. All right, I watch 2 sports. Okay, I watch basketball and I watch football. That's it. I started watching golf a little bit this year, but there's no Detroit golf team unless there is. Name one Pistons player that isn't Cade. Come on, man, stop playing with me. I know my boy Duncan Robinson's over there. I know he's over there. Come on now. Let me see. Let me see what we can do. This is going to be very disappointing, actually. If you make me do this, this is going to be very unfortunate. You're going to be like, oh, this guy. I don't know if this is. Yeah. Oh, wait, no. They got Ivy over there. You know what I mean? You got Jaden Ivey doing his thing. Big dude. They still got Stewart in there. Jalen Duren. Come on now. This is a punt. He fair caught that at the 8. How many more? I don't watch the Pistons much at all. At all, bro. So I'm like going based on the one game I went to last year. Yeah. And it rightfully so. He'd be disappointed. They still do got Tobias Harris. I went to it's completely based on what it was last year. Who else was there? Who else is on that team? Remember they had Ish Smith? Come on, man. That makes you a real Pistons fan. I remember when Ish Smith was there. Highlight Pistons fan. I wouldn't even consider myself that, unfortunately. You know what I mean? Like, I'm going to really let you down. I don't watch, like, anything Pistons related. I'm going to really disappoint you with that. Not that I don't like the Pistons. I just don't watch them. You know what I mean? I'm bad with it, man. I'm going to be honest with you, okay? Look, let's just keep it a buck. Let's just say what it is, okay? They're taking a knee. We're going to half, right? Lakers are the best basketball team. R.I.P. Kobe. R.I.P. Kobe, no doubt. Not a Lakers fan either. Honestly, can't stand the Lakers a little bit, but Kobe's a dog, legend. Yeah, dude. I'm like, I got like if it's a team, like I got teams I'll watch, but I'm kind of that. Outside of football, like I'm not just like watching teams play. I don't just like watch the Knicks and the Spurs play the cup. I have no interest in that. I don't watch either of those teams. I got no interest in it. So unless you know what I mean? Like I don't just like browse NBA basketball. Never have. And I love basketball. Never have. I'd do it more so with college, but even college I don't do it. If it's Michigan, I'll watch. If it's not Michigan, I ain't watching. Unless Ohio State, maybe I'm rooting for them to lose or something. That's pretty much it. Yeah. Like I just find if it's like a team or a player or something, I'll stick with that, and that's who I'll watch. I don't really NFL. I'll watch pretty much anybody. I watch pretty much anybody play in the NFL. College football, a little bit more. You'll watch when they're in the finals. When they go to the finals, I will watch them in the finals, no doubt. I watched them when they were in the playoffs a little bit last year, right? When they were playing the Knicks. Watched a few of those. Remember going when they were playing the Bucks in the playoffs? Remember watching that one? Or was it the Bucks? Was that the Bucks when they were the 8 seed? Yeah, that changes it up. Thing was with basketball too, there's too many games. Too many games, man. Wow, did not see this game going solo scoring. It's crazy. 6-0 is nuts. So you're with me. Soccer only watch the World Cup and Final Four. If that, my guy, if that. I wouldn't watch that either, to be honest. Unless I might watch it a little bit more this year. I have no idea how the format works for any kind of soccer related things though. I have no clue how any of it works. Like I know they did like the grouping. I don't even know what they're playing for. I have no idea. Maybe I'll check it out this year, but I have no idea what they're playing for. I don't know when it starts. I have no clue. I only watched Lions and Tigers. There you go. And being from Vegas, watched the Golden Knights. Okay, see now that does matter, right? Like where you're from. Because when I was working with the Colts, I began watching all the Colts games. It was like, hey, I'm invested in the Colts a bit here. So that is fair. And been watching some more and more Pistons over the last few years. There you go, dude. You're expanding. Can appreciate that. Wow. I already read that comment. About read it again. What about the Olympics? Yeah, no. I watched the Jake Paul fight last night. I don't watch the Olympics. I don't. No, I'm that's not me, man. Hey, maybe I'll check out when they do the flag football thing. Your boy Duncan made a 3. We up. Come on, man. Come on, man. You try to challenge me on that too, man. Duncan Robinson's him, dude. Robinson's that dude. What a signing. What a signing. Let's talk about that a little more, right? My teams are the Lakers, the Red Sox, the Lions, the Red Wings, Kentucky basketball, and Florida State football. I feel like you chose a lot of good brands right there, right? Like Kentucky basketball, it's pretty good. That's pretty good. I feel like they've been disappointing, but that's pretty good. Florida State football, it's pretty good. They look pretty sweet. Steal. Come on now. Come on now. All right, we're at halftime here in this game. Make sure I didn't miss anything. You would like the way they play, very like Lions. See, here's my problem though, and I'm just gonna be honest. And this is not. I don't know enough about the Pistons to say whether or not this is the case. I don't really love watching NBA basketball in general. Love basketball. I think the way the NBA is played in a lot of ways kind of turns me off to it. Unless it's like a player I'm invested in, and I'm cool with them being selfish because like that's my guy. I don't really love how NBA basketball looks a lot of the time. I feel like unless it's the playoffs. Playoffs are fun. It's physical and stuff, but typically I don't really like how it looks. It always feels very ball dominant by a single player. Nothing wrong with that. I just don't find it super entertaining unless it's your team. Then you can. Like you definitely don't like college is one of those things where I feel like you don't even need to know the players, but just the rhythm of how it looks, you can kind of get fired up for it. I don't get that as much with the NBA. There's not as much of the rhythm. It's more about kind of the players. So if I'm not really invested in the player, I don't really get invested in the team watching them play. But that doesn't mean they're not dogs. I know they got dogs over there. I know they do. I know the game that I went to last year, bro. They had some size, man. They were dunking. It was pretty fired up. I went to Missouri, dog, so I got to root for the Tigers. Hey, bro, but look, man, we got Rakestraw, so it's beautiful. You went to Missouri? What was that like? Now you need to break that down. What is that like? What was Missouri like? Because I always think that is like one of, if not the coolest, like colors, logos, all of it. That fire. If I ever get to meet you at a Detroit Lions home game, we got to meet up. Let me know. Let me know, dude. Yeah, I can't get into the NBA either. It's just like I rock with the playoffs, but just like on in general, like I'm not gonna put a Tuesday night NBA game on. Mizzou campus is sick. Columbia is a great college town. That's what I like to hear. That's what I like to hear. Right? They're always good on the video game for me, so I like to hear that. I think Penne said I don't like playing on Christmas. We played on Thanksgiving, but we got to take care of business. I don't like it either. I mean, I'm not playing, but from a fan perspective, I don't like them playing on Christmas. Some people probably like it, and I'm happy for those that do because maybe that's like their thing on Christmas. Like, yo, I get to watch the Lions play. Uh, for me, as someone that does like a post game and stuff on it, I'm not super pumped about it. I'd rather like just be able to chill and watch other games. But you know, I'm not fired up for being on Christmas. I'd rather be on Christmas Eve. That would fire me up. But like being on Christmas, I'm in the NBA. I'm more old school. Play through the big guy. Hate the constant threes. And that's the weird thing too. Like I love threes. Like coaching basketball now, like I love it. I love the spacing. Um, I love it all. Like all the ball handling, I think all those skill sets, man, it takes a lot of time and investment to get there. So I like it because I think it's expanded the game more. It's less about height, even though height still matters a ton. But in some ways, it kind of feels like it takes away from just needing to have that ability to just be big. But that said, I hear where you're coming from because sometimes you can be sitting there watching, and again, if it's not your team, you're kind of like, oh, this is bad. Like we're just running back and forth chucking threes. Like there's not a lot going on here. Where does your we're playing football? I have no idea. I have no idea. I feel like I've heard someone say that or something. Maybe it was about something else, and I just started saying it for football. I do it all the time now. I text it to people. I like, hey, now we're playing football. I'll text you. I'll say the same thing about basketball. I don't know. I don't know where that came from. Probably heard someone say it on a video or something, and I just took it. It's my thing. The physicality. The heater is not working on the Packers sideline. This game has it all except scoring. Okay. Speaking of a zoo, what do you think about Membu in the draft process? Dude's balling. Yeah, Membu's a dog. Membu's a dog. I think it was. I mean, it's easy to say this now, but realistically, like that was an amazing pick by the Jets. And look, if the Jets do what I think they're going to do, and I think they're going to go fly up and go get Mendoza, I think the Jets will have made some really good decisions. I think they've made some really good decisions. And Membu was really cool coming out too because of how flexible he was. Like I remember watching Membu play literally everywhere on the offensive line. There's a couple guys coming out this year that do that too. But mid game, he would just switch tackle positions. He wouldn't even have to be like offset. He would just play left and right tackle. I don't know. I had to pull my notes. I have them. I can pull them up if you want. But we have a couple guys this year that do that too. You got Vega from Penn State that does that. Even though he's playing guard, he'll play tackle for him too, depending on what they're trying to accomplish. They'll play wide. Penn State got maybe as creative as anybody in terms of moving around their offensive linemen. After football, are you commentating on other sports, maybe AFL football? AFL football. After football. I don't know, man. I used to think like commentating was going to be my thing. I don't think it is as much anymore. I like watching games and talking about them. I think it's fun. There's like a rhythm to it, but I don't know if that's like my thing to that point where it's like, oh, dude, I love this. You know what I mean? Like I don't think that's my thing. Where okay, yeah. Remember Houston versus Cold State game to the game 7, 2017 conference finals. Houston went 3. Yes, yeah. Okay, Golden State. Yes, yeah. Oh yeah, classic, classic. Hard and ice cold. Chris Paul probably was. I think Chris Paul was hurt at that time. Arena Football League. Oh snap! Arena football. I did hear that was coming. My dad told me something about that. Arena football is popping up, at least around me somewhere. Yeah, dude. You got to put an app on the Lions scouting department, dog. We need you in the room. You got to put an app on the Lions scouting department. Shoot, find me the place to apply, man. Thing is with this stuff, and I'm gonna be honest with you. The thing is with that stuff, man, it's very connection heavy from what I've gathered. Now, I got a cool opportunity coming up here that I haven't talked about, but it's pretty darn cool. A little scout. I don't know if I can talk about it or not, to be honest with you. little scouting thing I got going on in January in Texas that I'm going to be at. So I'm pretty fired up for that. That's connected to the NFL. But, yeah, like those positions, man, it's not like you can go on like LinkedIn and be like, hey, man, I want to be a scout. Like for most places, like that doesn't become an opening. You kind of need to, you know what I mean? You kind of have to have like an in. You got to have like a connection. You got to be coming from somewhere. And I think it's understandable because there's just not a lot of positions open. Like that room doesn't have that many positions in the NFL, and every team's also unique. There's not a set amount of positions. Every team doesn't have the same amount of people. So if they're going to make a spot for you, there's got to be a reason to believe that they need that spot. You hit on Tyler Booker. Hyped on him. He's looking good. Tyler Booker's my guy, man. I'm fired up that he's good too, and he's doing well because Tyler Booker is good dude, bro. Like the fact that I was able to chat with him and this was, after talk to his parents. We were talking to his parents the night before the draft. Was it the night before? I think it was the night before, maybe a couple days before the draft. Probably a couple of days. They were in the hotel lobby chatting with them. They were fired up clearly that he was going to get drafted. And Tyler Booker was coolest dude, bro. Now, I'll be honest, I was super nervous. So I don't know if this is like, maybe it was just because I was less awkward, but he was super cool, man. Yeah. So I'm glad he's doing work. I'm glad he's doing work. People mover, man. I feel like, to an extent, it's like, hey, man, there can be limitations movement wise. You might have inconsistencies in pass pro, but if you can just physically move people, there's always a world for that as an offensive lineman. As rough as everything else might be, there's some sort of value that a team will find a guy that just pushes people around. Like at the core of what blocking is, at the core of being an offensive lineman is, you can do that. There's always a value to it. And I think that's where that shines. It's where it's going to shine for Donovan to an extent. He's just physical, mahogany. Like at some point, he's just being overly physical and can push dudes around. Good to see you host the game. My man Vincent. Although Michael Williams takes Dodger. Hey, facts. Michael Williams has not popped. Now, the guy that I was really in on, that I drafted, has actually been pretty good this year. That I drafted on the Bleacher Report one, Jalen Walker. He's been pretty good this year. They played him a lot. So, he hasn't been like an elite rusher. I honestly wish he has been a better pass rusher at this point. I thought maybe he would be. But he's been really good this year. And that's fired me up because I was probably the most convinced on Jalen Walker than any player in this draft. I didn't care about the size. I loved Jalen Walker coming out. And that's when we did the BR one. I took that as real life, bro. That trade was real life, bro. I was working the phone lines. I was calling everybody. We were chatting to the last second there. Pull that thing off. And plus the trade, looking back on it, was insane. In fact, that even worked. But getting that done, woo, man. See, I'm going to have a connection to Jalen Walker. I'm going to watch just for that alone now as we move forward. And Michael still went earlier than I would have thought. Like, Michael got up there. Going to San Fran, where do you go, like 11? Clearly, they felt that way, too, about him. That dude went high. All right, we're about to get back to the game here. How long would the bad boy Pistons last days in the NBA? 6-7 minutes before ever injected. Yeah, no, that's probably about right. They probably cut the game off because none of that stuff happens today. Is he better than the other guy they took? James Pierce? Questionable. I think it's kind of like the Donovan Ezeraku thing, right? Where you have Donovan Ezeraku is super versatile for Dallas, where even if he's not the elite rusher or the best rusher of the draft, he does everything pretty well. I feel like that's what they're getting out of Jalen. They're getting consistency, doing everything well. Pierce maybe bringing them more juice as a rusher right now. I think that's fair. I don't know what the numbers say, but he might be. I'd still want Jalen, though. Crazy that they did that. I mean, to be honest with you. And it's actually disappointing because they've been getting pressure, but yet they're terrible. It's disappointing, man. Has Atlanta fired their coach? Like, that's coming, right? Like, at some point that's going to happen. Not room for it to get fired, but I assume at some point that's going to go down. Also, what is Raheem Morris's background? Is he an offensive guy? Because he'll be, he might be in line for. I feel like he's a defensive guy. He's gonna be in line for some coordinator role. I nominate you for the YouTube Best Channel. Come on, man. That's what I'm talking about, man. I appreciate that, man. ISIS Host Award. Come on, dude. They're gonna give the Rams the top 10 pick. Dang, dude, they're gonna give him a top 10 pick. They are. They are, man. It's crazy. Rams really went to work. I got to be honest. Rams went to work on what they were doing there. And it doesn't mean the Falcons lost. They're just not a good team. The Falcons, they have, found 2 really good players. They just aren't good. Set 1st and 10. Here we go. Let's go. Second half. Come on, defense. Wait, did they say anything about Love? I didn't listen to it, so I don't know. This is heavy up front. Stretch. Oh, he got knocked back. 52 was taken to the backfield. I will say, though, with that Rams pick, I gave him a quarterback. That 10 pick in the draft, I gave him a quarterback. It just makes sense. But the Rams are the kind of team that would be slick and be like, we're not even drafting a quarterback. We're taking 2 weapons. Deal with it, man. It's like, dang. We all thought you were taking quarterback. You just didn't. Bringing some heat. Oh, he's wide open. Oh, boy. Oh, my gosh. Nah, Manel guy's on one today. Manel guy's been on one since jump. This dude just ran over that defensive back. Just slumped that dude. That swing popped. I don't know what happened in coverage. And I feel like Caleb hasn't even looked good this game. Like that's their by far their best play offensively. Oh yeah. Matched up. Backer doesn't get out. Easy money. It's crazy how often that works. Honestly, Pittsburgh's best example. They just throw checkdowns all game and it works. Little pin pull. Heck no. Swift loses 3. I think the best place for Burrow would be the Rams. Oh my gosh, dude. That would be messed up. They're not allowed to do that. Did y'all see the Tua thing that came out? What do you think we match up best with? Chicago, like biggest advantage? I think we match up. Oh, that's a good question, actually. Best advantage. I think we match up well with Pittsburgh. If you're talking like a last 3, I think we match up well with Pittsburgh tomorrow. I'd probably say Pittsburgh. Bring in 4. Ooh, I thought he was picking that. Come on, man. I mean, we did smoke Chicago, so it's difficult. But Chicago just running the ball so well. If we stymie that run and make them play like this, we got a shot. That's a heck of a play by McKinney, though. My goodness. That's what Maddox was playing like last game. I think personnel for personnel, we're actually going to match up pretty well with Pittsburgh. Burrow won't be traded. Bengals less a team trades at least 3 first. I gotta believe multiple teams would give up 3 first for him. Like, how could he not? How could Arizona not give up 3 first round picks for him? I mean, you have to. If you're Arizona and it took if it took you 3 first round picks to get him, you have to do that. You have to. I mean, especially if you can get off of Kyler. That's gonna be the challenge, I guess. Shoot, if I can give you 4 first round picks and you take Kyler, that's got to be done. Like, you got to do that. Miami, Texas A&M travesty game. It was a ugly game, but I loved it because I bet Miami. Come on, man. Miami's winning the chip. I'm trying to tell people, man, they don't believe me. I'm trying to tell the people Miami's winning the chip this year. I believe that team is winning it all, man. So, as awful as that game was, I'm just happy they won. I was sweating, though. I was sweating when Reed got down there. I was like, oh, my goodness, this thing's going to overtime. And okay, he made it. If they would have went to overtime, I think they would have lost. I think A&M wins in overtime because their quarterback run was a problem. And Miami felt like they had no offense until their back got rolling a bit. But, dude, I'm glad it didn't happen. Glad he got the pick because I think they're going to handle business. Keep him out of the NFC. Go to the Colts. Keep him out of the NFC. Go to the Colts. Yeah, that's real. That's real. Burrow, okay, I already read that. Detroit should have never gotten rid of Swift. Yeah, I was cool with moving off Swift. But I think Swift is a great example of new, like, they always change the scenery. Respect to Swift for that, man. I really think he's the best example of change of scenery is good for both sides. I think this is best for DeAndre. It's working out well for him. I'm happy for him. I don't think the best spot was for him here. It would have been weird, too, if you would have drafted Gibbs and kept him. I'd be like, all right, well, like, what do we do? What do we do with him? So I'm glad. I think it worked out for both. I think it's traded for a young quarterback like Burrow. I don't think Bengals pull the trigger unless Burrow himself tells me he won't trade or play. Yeah, facts. I would. There's no way I can trade him away if I'm Cincinnati. There's no way. There's no way, man. But then there always is a way. Who would be a young quarterback though that Cincinnati would take on? Like, is there one out there? Like Atlanta? Could Atlanta give him Penix and then like 3 first? I guess they don't have a first this year, so probably not. Maybe I have no idea. Houston? No, Houston wouldn't do that. Jacksonville wouldn't do that. I mean, Jacksonville might do that, but I don't think it would go down. Young quarterback that hasn't popped yet, right? Who would that be? Maybe he has popped and he's just still there. Yeah, Kirk. Who is backup quarterback getting an easy paycheck this year? Our backup quarterback, he getting an easy paycheck? Kyle Allen. Shout out to Kyle Allen. I forgot about that Kirk deal. Honestly, they should just start Kirk, bro. They should just start Kirk. Jacksonville would be perfect. It'd be a hard sell though. Like if Jacksonville missed the playoffs, I could see it'd be a hard sell if they go win the division. To be like, hey, we're moving off our guy and we're giving up 3 first-round picks. Be like, I get it. Like it does make sense, but it's also like, can we do that? Like, are we allowed to do that? We just need to. Anthony Richardson. I was thinking that too, but I don't. Cincy would be crazy. Cincy would get cooked if they traded for Anthony Richardson in draft picks, bro. They would get cooked for it. But that one does make sense. That one does make sense, though. I was thinking that too. They would get cooked for that, bro. Bo Nix, Denver. That could be something. Nah, it can't be something. All right, is Love coming back or what? What are we doing here? See, hopefully. 2 first and Lawrence for Burrow. Oh man, dude, coming off winning the division though, he would have to flame out in the playoffs, bro. He'd have to. Who do we need to lose? We need Chicago to lose, and they're down by 3 right now. And Malik Willis is still in the game. That's not good. I don't know if Love's coming back. He's probably not. If Malik's still in the game. Start with the play action. Fires. Oh, what a ball. Edwards chasing. Big first down. Just needs age like cheese. He does. He needs a lot of starts, too. You're going to have to be patient, which is the concern. If they do that, Cincinnati's definitely firing everybody. Like, you fire everybody, you make that trade, and then you hope in, like, 2 or 3 years he starts to roll a bit, I guess. The only thing with Darnold, though, at least Darnold had the snaps. Like, I feel like Richardson still doesn't even have the playing time. It's almost like trading for a rookie, it feels like. Oh, quick pitch. That was kind of weird. What a hit. Edmonds smacked him. Everyone tried to mock him to Detroit. I do remember that. I think I did it at one point. What year was that? That was. What year is that? It was 21? No, that wasn't 21. 23? Was that 23? How did we mock him to Detroit? Were we picking that high? Was that that was the year we took Gibbs, right? So we had the 6th pick. What? I'm gonna have to look that up. I don't remember. I think that was the year we took Gibbs. That would be the only way. Is that we had the 6th pick. Yeah, not the Okuda draft, because it wouldn't have been the Okuda. Okuda was earlier than that. Okuda was 2020. I think it was 23 then. Or no. 22 is the Gibbs draft. 23. I think it was that year we had the 6th pick. Because we had 6 and 18, and we traded back to 12. It's got to be that one. It's got to be, because otherwise, I don't know how we would have been in the running for it. I think the Okuda draft was Tua and Herbert. Yeah. I think that was Tua and Herbert. Which all those things coming up about the 4 first-round picks is crazy. Play fake, roll out, got him wide open in the flat. Oh, he fell out of bounds. AR needs to go to a highly reputed offensive coach, but was he not with one? Like, in fairness, like, I don't know. I mean, Shane Steichen seems pretty good, though. But I still don't think so. Oh, because you just said that. Okay, so I should have read the rest of your comment. That's on me. I'm going to take the L for that. You handled business. I messed that up. So I really think it might be an AR thing. Yeah. I mean, it could be just starts. It could be just games. I remember with Richardson, bro, when he was there being at those games, the hype was always so high, but nobody was ever very confident in him because he would, like, make some insane plays, bro. And then he would just airball. I mean, he's just airballing easy stuff. Malik slips a sack, gets out of the pocket. He's way out of the pocket. Oh, a little pump fake. Oh, my gosh. Malik turned on the Jets, gets out of bounds, picks up 10. Yeah, Malik's cooking these dudes. Honestly, hey, let's talk about this. Malik Will is going to get a bag. Who's training for Malik after the season? I mean, I'm just saying it's coming, man. Someone's got to go after this guy. With all the whackness at quarterback, someone's going after this dude for sure. I got to believe someone's going to give him a chance. That doesn't mean it's going to work, but somebody's got to. We got an injury right now. Christian Watson and maybe somebody else. Somebody's got to go after this dude. Business have a 22-6 record. Isaiah Simmons, Okuda, Derek Brown. Who else was in that? Was that J.C. Horn? J.C. Horn draft? Maybe that was Pat Surtain. May have been different. Malik getting ready to go learn Jets. Someone's going after him, bro. Someone has to. I do like that. Browns, I do like that. That's fun. With Stefanski, I actually do like that. That'd be good. That would be good. I'm gonna become this guy that sits like this. Let me see if I can pull this off here. My back is not feeling great. Yeah. I'm just gonna be this guy for the rest of the stream here. If they don't resign AA, I think he is a Jet. Oh, Alex? Yeah, that's probably good. That's probably a good call. It's probably a good call. I know they like one of their linebackers over there. What do you do to your back? Nothing, man. I'm just sitting too long. I sit all the time. You know what I mean? You don't want to sit all the time, and I do. Problem today is I've been doing homework all day. Just homework all day, bro. I got a project due tomorrow at midnight, so I've been grinding that. Haven't even finished it yet. I got like 2 questions left, but I was completely gassed. Like, let's just go live. So I've set myself up for failure here. I've always had back issues, but I've really set myself up for failure. And before I got here, I was on bleachers. So it's a disaster right now. This is like the worst day for my back ever. We trade for J.C. Horn. Come on, Brad, make a move. Hey, C.J. Henderson. Dude, I was watching. I don't know who it was. I was watching one of our old live streams on Doseby Gaming. And we were doing a fantasy draft. And, bro, this dude's first 5 draft pick. Now, fantasy draft in Madden is every player. It's not like it's every player's available. In the first 5 picks, like the dude's draft class was Minka Fitzpatrick, which is like, okay, I kind of get that. Jeff Okuda, CJ Henderson. I'm trying to think I'm watching back like, dang, dude, this may have been the worst draft class of all time. Like, this was really bad, dude. That was maybe the biggest failure of all time on a fantasy mock draft. What in the world was this guy doing? I mean, maybe at that time made sense. Like, they're going to develop. But realistically, like, if that was actually what happened and a team did that, could you imagine if we had a fantasy draft right now and a team was, like, betting on upside, so they went young, and that's, like, who they ended up with? Oh, my gosh, bro. That would be rough. I'm like, that's insane, bro. Dude had the worst draft of all time. He thought he was cooking, though, too. Shots my guy, whoever that was. He thought he was cooking. Malik takes off on the read. I think he's short. Get one of those under-the-desk foot pedals. They can help lower back issues. I used to run up the stairway to get my back straight after sitting too much. So if you pedal your feet, it helps your back. I'm going to order one of those. I would love to invest in one of those. I didn't know that was a thing. I know that's how it worked. I'd be pedaling like crazy. Remember 2 years ago when the Pistons were 28 straight game L, now 22-6. That is pretty nuts. Feel bad for Glenn. Reminds me of all the fire Dan. True. I mean, he's already won 3 games. It's weird, man. You know what I also think too is a problem? I think too in just general. If you is it fair to hire a new guy and directly compare his last year to the first year? Because I think the problem you run into there is he only got about 2 yards on that. Did he fumble? No way. Dude, no shot. They fumbled at the 2-yard line. That's the second time Chicago's had that whackness happen this year. Same thing as Philly. Absolutely nuts. Absolutely nuts, man. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Josh Jacobs fumbled. He's on a pitch count and he fumbled. Play went on for a long time. I thought that play was dead. It went on for a long time. Oh, Green Bay needs a safety in the worst way right now. Still have a race car bed? Oh, no, I don't have a race car bed. A race car bed. Did I ever have a race car bed? I may have had a race car bed. I don't think I ever had a race car bed. I had like a blue one. I think hiring a coach should be okay. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Is like, I think some of the expectation gets a problem because you look at the last year and like, oh, they got some pieces, and then it doesn't go to the level of last year. But realistically, you are restarting. So even though you may have similar personnel, which now they've traded off of, I mean, the NFL is just kind of like this in general. But is it fair because you are changing who you're becoming? You know what I mean? Like, I feel like that's probably a way to be very impatient. I mean, it's difficult, but like, if you, I don't know. I don't know. It just something feels off about that. Because like it makes sense in theory to be like, oh, you got the same guys. If you're worse with the same guys, and that's like your side of the ball is worse, and like obviously he's not doing a good job, but it is still a different coach. So like even if it's the same guys, it still may take time. Dude on a pitch count and still a lot of homer. Yeah. Yeah. That's tough, dude. That's like, oh, that's devastating. I'm very disappointed that I just watched that happen. I can't believe that. I can't. Here we are. Wow, dude. Come on, Green Bay defense. I mean, they need to handle business because I think if you're Green Bay, you're very concerned right now, dude. I'm concerned for Green Bay not having Jordan Love, being this heavy run team. Like you have to play from ahead. They can't fall behind. If they fall behind, I think this game's over. I think if Chicago goes down and score a touchdown, I think this game's over. And I think it's tough with the Lions one too because, like, we did change personnel a lot, right? I mean, I guess no, maybe we didn't. We didn't do it fully. Like Trey Flowers and stuff stayed, but we changed our quarterback, so that kind of every team has the game of their lives against us, and they look like dog water against other teams. Dude, this is crazy. This is criminal. I mean, just a lead play. Oh, and he misses the tackle. Good stuff. Absolutely beautiful. Oh my goodness, man. Come on, McDuffie. I know that was you, bro. We know that was you, dude. Come on, defense. Come on, Green Bay. Lock up. From the 15, 3 tight ends in the game. They're going to toss it back. Gets 3. Okay. Okay. Let's go. We're good, man. We're going to be good. That's what gave us hope. It did. That's a good point. And then the hope was gone again in year 3 when I guess that was year 2. Yeah, when his hope was gone for half the season till the second half. Late night spaghetti and meatballs, yum. Ooh, that does sound fire. That does sound kind of fire. I like what you're talking about. Second on and 7. Toss back to Manungai. Oh, make a play, baby. So here's the thing, right? Who has had mom spaghetti? That was fantastic. All right. That may have been the highlight of going down there was getting that. That's a sick little setup that you can just order on the side window. It was kind of weird. Like what they were like selling, and there was like, okay, this seems kind of weird for it. Like, hold up, it's kind of like a gas station a little bit, but like not really. But the food was fire. So if the Bears lose this and to San Francisco, we beat Steelers and Vikings, does week 18 matter? I think it doesn't. I got to double check because it comes down to NFC record. So if they lose this, I think they're 5-5. And then if they were to lose to San Fran, they'd be 5-6. I think we have 6 wins right now. So if we won over Minnesota, we'd have 7. So I don't think it would matter. Let's do the simulator though. I think you're right though. I think if they were to drop their next 2 and we won our next 2, I don't think that game would matter. Yes, yeah. Let me double check. NFL playoff simulator. Was good, but too much money. Was it expensive? I don't remember. It probably was. But also, game day, they can raise those. At least for me, it was on game day. So I don't really, you expect everything to be expensive. All right, let's see. So say Lions win, Bears drop tonight. Also, Bears just forced a punt, or Green Bay did. Awesome. Bears lose to San Fran. We lose to Chicago. Oh, Chicago! It's Chicago. We get the nod. Because we beat 10-7, right? Or did I do that wrong? No, yeah, that's right. Yeah, because we'd only have 10 wins. So yeah, no, we can't do that. Okay, yeah, it just doesn't add up. That makes sense, right? Because yeah, they have 10 wins already, so we'd have to get that last one because we wouldn't have the same record. If we would have beat the Rams, that's what it was. It was before. If we would have beat the Rams, that would have been the case. But because we didn't beat the Rams, it's not the case. And also because Chicago won last week, I think. I don't remember who they beat. They beat like a bad team. 18 for bowl. Dang. Oh, yeah, no, that is rough. Hold up. Oh, did I pay $18? Dang. I mean, the bread and stuff was good, but dang. Yeah, I guess if we did the inverse, which would be Green Bay losing the next 2, which is also possible, probably not going to happen, but they dropped to Baltimore. And then we were to lose to Chicago. And then Green Bay could lose out, and we could win 2 of our last 3 and jump Green Bay. But they played Minnesota week 18, so that's probably not going to happen. Yeah, we basically got to go 3-0. Because yeah, even a collapse from Chicago doesn't. So it's more so it's not even like we essentially just need Chicago to lose a game. The only benefit Chicago gives us for losing 2 more is the next 2 games is I guess it really isn't a benefit. Right? Because if Chicago wins this week but loses next week, and then we run the table, Green Bay. Wait, if they win this week, lose next week, and then they lose to us, they have 12 wins. That doesn't make any sense. Because today would put them at 11. Oh, if they lose to San Fran. That's right. So if they lose to San Fran, and then let's say Green Bay handles business, which is probably expected this week, or not this week, next week, they're going to handle business over Baltimore. And then if they handle business over Minnesota, then we jump them. So we could jump Chicago if we win this week and next week and the week after. Wait, but we already knew that. That was. Oh, okay. No, okay, makes sense. We need Chicago. If we run the table, we need Chicago to lose one of their next two, and we jump them. That's all we need. They have to lose one of their next two, and obviously we have to beat them, and we jump them. So not everything's riding on this game, but I and actually maybe that's a better scenario would be Chicago winning than Green Bay dropping the next two, because then Green Bay would only have 10 wins. I don't think that matters because they have the tiebreaker. So we just want them to lose now. When's the earliest the Lions can clinch? I don't think there's a path to clinch early. I don't think there's a path because even if Chicago lost their next two, they're still at 10 wins. Most we can get to is 11. So we can't clinch early on them. Green Bay could lose. I guess hypothetically, Green Bay loses today. They lose next week. They have 10 wins, right? They'd have 10 wins going into that final week. We could have 10 wins going into the final week, but they have the tiebreaker, so we can't clinch on them. I don't think there's an early clinch for us. I don't think there is one. I think it's at best coming down to week 18. I think so. 2nd and 4, Green Bay's moving it. Oh, never mind. False start. Yeah. I mean, I guess their path is kind of straightforward. We're going to need Chicago just needs to lose one of their next two. Is there a benefit, though, to them losing tonight versus next week? I mean, outside of knowing that they've already lost, I don't know there's a benefit because if they lose their next two games, they're still at 10 wins. So I don't think there's any benefit for us there. Can we then lose to Minnesota? No, because we only have 10 wins. And they have 11. If they win another game, they have 11. So it would be them losing tonight. Okay, no, that's how it would work out. If Chicago dropped their next two games, we could get in by winning 2 of our last 3. Yeah. Okay, hold up. Wait a minute. Now we're on to something. Now we're cooking. So if no, it may not come down to that. Wait, no, it still would. It still would come down to week 18 because we need a tiebreaker over Chicago. But you could afford a loss on Christmas if Chicago loses this weekend next week. You could go finish 2 and 3, still get in the playoffs. The problem is you have to have one of those wins against Chicago because you need their loss and you need the tiebreaker, so you need that win. So 2 of your last 3 has to be against them. The only thing is that they lose tonight and they lose next week, we could afford a loss in one of our next 2 games. We could lose this week or we could lose the week after, but we can't lose to Chicago. We got to win 2 of our last 3 in that scenario. That's how it works. We just solved it, baby. We just solved it. Did Jordan Love get hurt? He did get hurt. I don't know what's going on with him, but he hasn't came back since really early. But that is nice. I mean, because San Francisco could beat Chicago. San Fran might be favored in that game. So if they drop it tonight, it'd be nice to have a little flexibility, a little breathing room over the next 2 weeks. But week 18 is going to matter regardless because we can't clinch without beating them. Woo! Hey, we just broke it down, baby. I love that. All right, here we go. 2nd and 5. It's going to have to be Sunday football. I guess it just has to be, right? How poetic. That stretch run gets 3. It's wrestled down. I hate them so much. Do you hate the Vikings or do you hate their fans? I mean, let's be real, right? We're having a real conversation. Do you hate them or do you hate their fans? He has a concussion? I just don't want a tie tonight. Yeah, let's not. Gosh, dude. Do not let that happen, bro. You can't let that happen. Can't let that happen. Be honest with you. If that happens, we have a problem. We have a problem. What is that? Is somebody's sock? Come on, dude. You can't lose your sock, bro. The fans for sure. Okay, see now that's what I expected you to say, to be honest with you. Here we go. 3rd and 2, 4-man rush. Little bit of heat. Takes the shot. Oh, he put it on him! Woo! Bang! Let's go, Malik. Hey, someone going to get him. Somebody's going to get him. Taunting on Green Bay. Okay, after the play. Come on, man. Oh, you live there? Okay, see, now that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. on, man. Y'all get me fired up. Now I know we could have a little breathing room. We could have a little breathing room when Chicago drops these next two. Yeah. Yeah. Come on, man. I love it. I love it. Now, the unfortunate part of that. Well, no, hold up. We wouldn't know. We wouldn't know because we play. Do we play before the Bears do? Because we play on Christmas. I don't think the Bears play on Christmas. So we wouldn't know going into that Minnesota game whether or not we have breathing room because we wouldn't know if Chicago would lose to Sanford or not yet. But even if we did over the next 2 weeks, drop one, you would have that game and we would be pulling as hard as possible for San Francisco to get that job in the race. That's what that would be. Okay. That's interesting. Yeah, it is. It's weird rooting for them. But you know what? Brace it. I'm embracing it. Remember when Dose like Will Harris? I still like Will Harris. Still Will Harris guy, right? Don't do me like that. Will Harris is doing his thing. Hey, you know who else is doing their thing? Jelani Tavai. I mean, look, let's keep it a buck now. They found a home. They found a home. Will Harris found a home in New Orleans, played a little safety. Or no, Washington. He went to Washington this year. Found a little home. Let me see. How many snaps has he played? He's played 300 snaps. He found a home. That's his house. That's where he lives now. He's fine. All right. Jelani Tavai found a house in New England. Come on now. I think Jelani Tavai has actually been really good since he left. Like, he's been really good. He's been really good with the Patriots, which is crazy. It's like really worked out over there. Oh, he's only played 120 snaps this year. Has he been hurt or is he a backup now? Last year, I thought he played a lot. Could be tweaking. Yeah, last year he played 900. I don't know. Oregon up by 35. Stop letting, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, we were talking about that beginning. Like, I'm happy for him. You know what I mean? Like, they earned it or whatever. So, like, good for them. So, like, part of me doesn't want to hate on him because you want to see teams that are going to get in there. Like, last year, I wanted to see, that one team get in. Was it Florida State? I want to see them get in. I thought they earned it. And they got smoked in their bowl game. And it's like, I feel like they should have been in there. But it does, unfortunately, lead to bad games. Malik would look good in Lions colors. That's a backup? Someone's got to get him to be a starter. These are Christmas Lions games. Lions or Cowboys Commanders, trash. Lions, Vikings, Broncos, Chiefs, trash. Okay, so there's really only one good game. You got two teams playing for nothing. Lions and Vikings. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4 of the teams are playing for nothing. The Vikings are still technically alive, though, I think. Like, in a crazy way. I think the Vikings aren't done yet. Because they're 6-8. Like, they're still, I think they're technically they got some rough games, dude. Florida State last year was 2-10. Okay, who was it? Who was the team that last year? Oh, their quarterback got hurt. That was I thought it was Florida State. Wasn't that Jordan Travis when he got hurt? That was 2 years ago? Oh, it was 2 years ago. Okay. I just read 2 years ago. That's all right. Yeah. That, like, I would have been cool with them getting in. Vikings already eliminated. So they are eliminated? Oh, never mind. I thought so it is 4 of the teams. Yikes. Huh. These didn't need to be Christmas games. I'll be honest with you. What is happening? Okay. Okay. Hopefully the Vikings play some backups then. You know what I mean? Like, they don't need to take it serious. Go out there and have fun. Have a good time. I have Savannah, Minnesota. One of these days, I need to see that stadium. Yes. I've heard great things. I have. Someone told me great things. I don't remember who it was. Someone was like, dude, the stadium's awesome. So I've heard it. And it was good. It was good stuff. All right, here we go. Let's go, Green Bay D. Yeah, that your Michigan, that loaded defense won it all? Yes. Was that year or was that the year after? Defense was tough. Beating Washington. They smoked Washington too, which was shocking to me. Shocking. I still think the best win, though, that year, outside Ohio State, was Alabama. Beating Alabama was crazy. It's like, oh, my gosh, beat Alabama. At that point, it was just like, hey, whatever happens, happens. We beat Alabama. We're going to the championship. This is crazy. It kind of felt like unreal a little bit that they were there. It's like, this is insane. I do like the horn call they do. Oh, true. The part where they clap or where they just go, ooh, that part. My friend that's a Vikings fan wants some draft Jeremiah Love. That's understandable. But Aaron Jones is good, right? Like it's just a health thing with him. Aaron Jones is good. I get that. Kansas City wants him. I gave him to Cincinnati in my mock. Very first comment. Can't draft him. They need O-line. I don't disagree, but I drafted him. You know what I mean? Like I did what I did. Hey, I hear you, right? But I still drafted him. That's how I'm looking at it. Here we go. 1st and 10 from the 20. Hand off for Swift. Bouncing a bit. Swift running hard for them. Swift running really hard for them. Gets 4. Going to the 4th. Vikings don't need running back, need corner. They do need corner. But here's what I try to do, right? Look at it. I try not to do the mocks too much on need. Even though they always are, I try not to do it too much on need. Like there has to be a need, but I try not to do it based on the biggest need. 1, because there's no free agency yet. But 2, because it goes against what everybody kind of claims, which is like, well, we don't draft based on need. We draft. It's like, all right, we know there has to be a need there, but it doesn't have to be the biggest need. You know what I mean? Like they definitely need a corner. It makes sense to go take a corner, 100%. I gave him a defensive lineman. At this point, what does Cincinnati not need? 100%. That's what I'm saying. Hey, dude, look, you need everything. Get a dog running back. You got great receivers, all right, and just let him cook. I mean, is it you drafting a lineman at 9? Is that going to fix your team, buddy? No. All right, you're still going to be trash. Let's just keep it about. You're still going to be trash. That guy's probably not going to be good. Who's the lineman? If there's a dog lineman there, now we got something. Who is it? Tell me. That's what I'm trying to figure out. You're just going to overlook maybe the best running back or player in the draft because we need a lineman. Get out of here, bro. Get out of here, dude. You know what I mean? Like, everybody needs a lineman. Who doesn't need a lineman? Everybody needs a lineman, all right? Every team could use an offensive lineman. Every team could use an offensive lineman, all right? Chicago, they could use one. I mean, I think they're pretty good, but they could. LA could use a lineman. They passed up on Sewell. Thanks again, Cincy. Hey, facts on that. Now, look, they passed up on him for a dog, though. So it's not that they were wrong as much as it's like they just haven't been able to do what they've needed to do around it. They didn't fail drafting Chase. Like, that was a W. But the problem is you just didn't do the other things right. Like, if you're going to do that, you still got to fix, you know what I mean? All right, see, Omar knows what I'm talking about. That's what I'm saying, man. What do people want me to do? They go to the draft, just like, what's their biggest need? Draft that guy. Like, come on, man. That's not how you draft. Your team's going to be trash, dude. Your team is not going to be good at football, if that's the case. It's not going to be good at football. I have not been following Jags, Travis Hunter, both sides of the ball guys, doing well. Yeah, I mean, he's not playing anymore. He was really quiet this year and then went out for the season. I still love Travis. I felt like watching the Jags film, they missed tons of opportunities with him. But that said, I think he went out weeks ago out for the season, which is unfortunate. I still believe in him long term. I'd still believe in the upside there, but it is concerning because they gave up a lot to go get him. He is injured. Yeah, I don't remember what it was, but it knocked him out for the season. Yo, I got hypothetical. If we go back, would you take Witherspoon at 6 and gives it 18? Over the trade down that happens. Let's say you still get Branch at 45. So I still get Branch. I don't get Jack Campbell. But Gibbs does fall. So Gibbs, because we don't bring in a blitz here. That was good coverage. Good catch. Because we don't know for sure that he would have got there. Based on what we've heard afterwards, sounds like he may not have got there. There's a lot of teams that were going to go get him. But if we assume that he was going to be there, it's hard to argue with that, to be honest with you. It's hard to argue with that. But, yeah, Jack Campbell's incredible. So it's almost just this. Would you rather have Witherspoon or Campbell? I'd rather have Jack Campbell. But Witherspoon would be great. They'd both be great. But I'd rather have Jack Campbell because he's been that good for us. And he got so much better so fast, too. Swift got a big lane there, picks up 9, gets straight downhill. He's gotten so much better so fast. I'm trying to think on top of that as well. Witherspoon wasn't my favorite corner at the time either. It was Gonzalez. But it's crazy, man. A lot of good corners came out of there. Porter's been pretty good. Was that the Forbes year? I think it was, right? He's kind of figured out with the Rams. Gonzalez has been great. Witherspoon's been really good. Great. He's been really good. It's a good corner room. And it turned out like those guys, most of them hit. Here we go. Oh, another zone run. Man, they're gashing him now. Swift with their shoulder down gets 6. Respect to Swift for being able to play that game for him. Yeah, they're moving. They're moving. Did he play both sides too much? I was thinking that was recipe. I think he did play both sides a pretty good amount, but I'm pretty sure he leaned way heavier on offense. Could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure he leaned way heavier on offense than he did on defense. Um, I don't know. I feel like his future is going to have to be majority receiver. It's going to probably have to be that, but I don't know. It's hard. It's hard to justify it if he can't do both, right? Like, but I think he can do both. I don't remember what his injury was though, so I don't got a good argument on that one. He's a Ty Law. I said T Law. Ty Law. All right, Chicago's gashing him right now, moving the ball down the field with ease. With ease, man, into field goal range. Jack Campbell equals Chris Spielman. That's pretty great. That's pretty darn good. But no Laporta. Oh wait, I missed it. So I don't get Laporta, but I still get Branch, and I don't get Campbell either. I'm just swapping him. Oh boy. Yeah, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that. I think I'd rather have Laporta on top of that too. It's interesting. I don't think I'd do that. What would you do, Mac? Let me know. Let me know, man. All right. Chicago's still moving it. Another first inside the 25. 12 minutes to play. Per Google, Travis Hunter suffered an LCL injury. Non-contact in practice requiring surgery. Yeah, that sucks. Yeah, I didn't know what it was. I didn't even know it was in practice. Oh, bootleg. Oh, that's taken away. Oh, he spun out of it. Guy fell down, throwing it out of the bounds. Good stuff. I've heard LCLs aren't as serious, but I don't know if that's true or not. I have no information on an LCL injury. That's all unfortunate. If they wanted to send him away for, just a quick little first-round pick, I'd send him a first-round pick right now. I would send him our first-round pick right now for Travis Hunter. I'd do it. I thought he'd be really good for us. Didn't think Campbell would be this good. Fair. Yeah, very fair. Witherspoon was definitely a Lion style. No doubt about that. And there was the reports they were going to take him at 5. But that's more, to me, that's actually the more interesting way to look at it is almost would you have preferred Witherspoon as a trade up without having to give up 18 if we could have got up one spot to just get him versus taking Gibbs? That's a tough one though, because then you're not getting a lot. Definitely not. Then I guess if we trade any of our players, do you think Laporta's the odd man out? I do like Laporta. I think the option save money we're paying both Amon and Jamo. Yeah, it does make it interesting. I don't know, dude. It's such a hard call, dude. I don't know. I feel like moving off of Campbell's tough. He's so unique. I don't know if you can do that. Oh, he just threw that thing away. You had no answer for the zero pressure, baby. Throw away. Moving off Laporta. Laporta's probably more replaceable than Campbell. Is he more replaceable than Branch? I don't think so. I think he probably is. He probably is, actually. I mean, if I had to pick one, I don't want to move off any of them. I'm glad I don't have to make that decision. The fact that they paid Kirby as much as they did when they did makes it really, really interesting, too. I don't know. Honestly, I don't think any of them will go because I think what they're going to do is they're going to take a page out of Philly's book and they're going to start putting big time guaranteed money in the back for the first time. And they're going to have some real money sitting back there that they haven't had sitting in dead cap that they haven't really done to this point outside of the Kirby deal. I think there's going to be another deal that comes like that. You're like, oh gosh, there's a ton of dead cap back here. I think that's what's going to happen. So he made the field goal. What are you doing? 10 minutes. 10:57. 10:50 to play. Come on, defense. Offense. Just need a field goal now. Hey, I'll give them credit. Green Bay's playing the game they have to play to win Malik. They're playing outstanding defense. Coverage has been phenomenal. Bears have had no passing attack. Oh, he snuck it in there too. They've had no passing attack. Coverage has been phenomenal. They've gotten pressure without Micah. I think Caleb's playing back foot all game long, and they're running the heck out of the ball. Do you really pay two safeties top dollar? Seems risky. It does. It does. I think whoever you pay is going to be risky, though. I think whoever you pay is going to be. I mean, they both got to be on the field, right? Like, so, yeah. I just think we're gonna go Philly and just be like, hey, we're gonna put a ton of dead cap back here, monster void ears, and it's just we'll figure it out when we get there. I mean, I just think it's gonna happen for a second time. We haven't really done that to this point. I get the sense it's coming. The fact that they got JMO done early makes me believe that that's the mindset. How is the puppy? Oh, that's not my puppy, so I don't know. That's not my puppy. Heather, come here. Heather. Look at me. Heather. Heather. Come here. Shocked at what just happened. Come here. No, that's not my puppy. I don't know if that dog's potty trained or not. Thing's like a little bear. That's a crazy one. This is ours right here. Camera shy dog, potentially, man. I don't know. I think she's just confused all the time, to be honest with you. I think it's more confusion. it's more what is happening versus being shy. I think it's more of that. This dog always seems confused, bro. Goodness. Laporta having back surgery. I don't know how he's going to respond. Surgery, man. Good thing is I feel like a lot of that stuff is more consistent now. Yay, doggo. Can I show it? There you go. Yeah, dude. Shout out the Beagles, man. And represented, dude. Make it down. I don't know. He always seems confused. I have no idea. What are you doing? Oh. All right, we're coming back from commercial here. Dude, you see Duke get absolutely ran over. I got to be honest, field goal block or field goal team, probably the worst team to be a part of. Field goal team is absolute disaster. When they snap it, stick your foot behind or in between the feet of the guy next to you, right? Don't move. Just be big and wide and let them run you over. Like, it is probably the worst position to play. That's not a bad return. Savion to the 37. That's got to be the worst. Hey, just do this. Just do this. Let him run you over, bro. You're probably going to trip over somebody. It's like, dude, that's insane. We do need Hutch and Aleem to play up their contracts next year. I know the first year is an infinity, so I can't be counting. Yeah, I mean, like, the Hutch one's interesting because I think Hutch has been great. I think he's been great. Is he up to his contract? I think that's fair to question. I mean, is it his best? Maybe not his best. I think he's been really good. Aleem, yes, definitely. No question. Hopefully starting this weekend, he starts to come back and cook a little bit. A little bit of heat here. Malik's taking off. Sliding. All right, gets 4. Go, Pack, go. Facts, Charles. Charles, we figured it out, man. Oh, a 15-yard penalty? They're cooked. They're cooked, bro. Chicago's cooked. I love it. This year's change in the chain guys has had zero effect. Weird. Ooh, 50-yard penalty. Hey, shout to Brisker. Oh, that's a bad call. Well, he did hit him, but that's unfortunate. He barely touched him. He did throw that arm, though, for some reason. Like, I feel like that was unnecessary. He didn't need to do that. He didn't throw his arm. He would have been fine. Yeah, that's a bad penalty, bro. Honestly, like I said, Green Bay's playing the game they have to play to win this. A field goal, I don't know if field goal ends it, but it feels like it does based on how this game's going. I don't know that it does, though, because Chicago can cook fast. A little end around. Matthew Golden. Matthew Golden is way smaller than I thought he was coming out. That Texas film lied, bro. That Texas film completely lied. He looked big, tall, long. He ain't at all. He's like a normal looking dude. And he looks more like that in the NFL. I don't know. Roy Lopez been playing better. Roy gonna get that extension, man. Roy's gonna get an extension. He's gonna be here. He's gonna be here. That was one of our, preseason things, man. It was Roy getting an extension. I thought he'd be our long-term nose. Davenport, I said, was gonna get extended. He did. Shout out to Davenport last year. He played not at all, but he got an extension. So counts. Counts. It's a Beagle. Dude, we just gotta get in, man. Just gotta get in, bro. We're cooking everybody, bro. Like I'm telling you, dude. Here's what I'll say. If we make the playoffs, bro, nobody wants to see us. We'll beat Green Bay in Green Bay. Right. We're gonna beat Green Bay in Green Bay. If we have to go, the Rams will be on the road. So if you have to go to Seattle, that would be tough. But they're probably gonna get a bye. So we'd be the 7th seed? We'll play the 2 seed. We're probably going to have to play Green Bay. We're beating Green Bay. Since it's the end of the season, can we talk about this being Alex's last season? Can we talk about it? I don't want to talk about it. I like Alex, man. Alex been really good this year, bro. We can. I mean, I don't want to, but we can. Looks mid without Micah. Changed everything, man. We were talking about that at the beginning. It's like it's last year's Green Bay where they have to blitz 5, it feels like, to get pressure. Now, I feel like they've gotten a little bit today with Chicago, but that's kind of what it turns into. And you take out Kenny Clark, changes things big time for this team. Completely. That's a horrible loss. Their secondary's been balling, though. I'll give them that. Their secondary's been playing some good ball. Of all 10 drafted last season, only team doing well, New England. Will Campbell, great guy. Kind of hate New England, but not bad at all. Least 10 seasons. Wait, of the top 10 drafted last season, only team doing well. Oh, in the top 10? Wow. That's interesting. So no one really came out of the basement then, outside of New England. Let's look at that draft. I guess it just wasn't that strong of a draft, though, in fairness, too. Results. He said, I hate New England. Come on, man. You can't hate New England. All right, here we go. First, I guess you can't. A lot of people do. Yeah. Well, Jacksonville's doing well. Or are you saying the player? Because Jacksonville's doing well. Jacksonville had the 2 pick? Wait, where are they at? 5? Naboo clears Campbell, though. Just no team success. Mason Graham. Yeah, that's some rough. Oh, Carolina. Ted McMillan. He's doing pretty well this year. Colston, of course. Chicago's doing well. All right, here we go. And this, you're probably talking about more of the individual, I think. Come on. All day. Check it down. Throw it to him. No, Malik. Malik, throw it. Okay, he's still going. Oh, Malik's fast. Get out there, Malik. Oh, he slid short. What are you doing? He was actually smart to not check that down. That point of view, he made a good play. Man. I got to give it to him. Bears, no pass rush, bro. None, bro. They have no pass rush right now. Not against that play action. Nothing happening. Let's go. 80 yard. Let's go. Go get it. Handoff. Woo, easy. First down. No. Guys, if they score a touchdown, we might wrap this thing early. I'm gonna be honest with you. My back is driving me nuts. But if they score a touchdown, I think this thing's over. So we might get out of here early. I hope they do. Waste like 3 more minutes, score a touchdown, End this thing, bro. End this thing, man. Here we go. 1st and 10 from the 32. Who is 11? Is that Wicks? That ain't Wicks. Is that Reed? Jaden Reed? Cut back run. Another good lane. Picks up 5. Don't jinx it. My bad. My bad. You're right. You're right. My bad. My bad. Bears played bad, but the wind is crazy. Dang, the wind's been impacting today, man. That college game, Texas A&M, Miami. Bad, dude. That is Reed? Okay. Come on. 1st and 10, or no, 2nd and 6. 7.5 to play. Single back, 3 receivers, short motion, no motion across. Now they're going to go zone on that backside. They are creating a wall. 1st down. Keep taking them with you, Wilson. 1st down, baby. Weird, I got to approve the hooker name. Loving it. I'm freaking loving it right now. Freaking loving it. Especially the fact that it says 1st in the NFC North is driving me nuts. I don't like seeing that. I don't like that. Clock running down, 6:40 here. Jet touch pass, got a lead block, cuts back up. Oh, that's not good. Got a yard. That was not it. That was not it, Chief. They couldn't move you. Lions control their own destiny with the Bears loss, right? Yes. 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 And we did the math. If the Bears lose their next 2, we can afford a loss in our next 2, but we have to beat Chicago. We have to win 2 of our last 3, and we have to beat Chicago as one of those if they lose tonight and against San Fran. If they just lose tonight, we control our own destiny. We have to run the table. Keep the ball to Jacobs' hands and should be good. Just don't fumble. See, now you're jinxing it, right? Like this is the problem. You called me out, and then you're just gonna hit us with this? Come on, man. Man. Come on, dude. Don't do us like that. Don't do us like that, man. Come on, man. Packers do play the Ravens, but the Packers would have to lose out, right? Because if the Packers win today, they're gonna have to lose out for us to pass them because they have that tiebreaker. And they play the Ravens next week and the Vikings afterward. Another downhill run here. Got 2. Yeah, no, you should be disappointed. You should be disappointed in what you did right there. Got 2, 3rd down. Chicago used their first time out already, so there's 6 minutes. It's going to roll to like 5:40. They could lose out with Love gone. Actually is a fair point, but man, they do well with Malik. Like they're beating Chicago. Right? Defense is looking good. It's possible. Bears play 49ers next week. They both might lose. They both might. It'd be great. We'll still have to beat Chicago, but it'd be great. Green Bay though has to lose out for us to pass them. And if they did, we could win the division. Like if they did lose out, we could win the division. Quick screen set up into the flat. What in the world was that? What was that? He went out of bounds? Guys, what are we doing? Okay, the clock's running. Oh, my goodness, man. What in the world? I'm glad the clock's running, dude. Dude, he might have been, man. Malik is a problem on this Green Bay team. Like, I give a lot of credit to LaFleur. Like I said, man, when he comes in, it's different, but it works. Things don't stop Malik comes in. They just win all the time when he's in there. I mean, has he lost the game as their quarterback? Like, Willis is better than Love. Don't at me. Someone's got to trade for him. If the Packers win, can we still win the division? Yes. If the Packers win, because they go 10 wins, and then if they were to lose to Baltimore and Minnesota, and we won our last 3, we'd have 11, they'd have 10. I think that'd put us above them. Actually, that's a good question, though, because I don't know if they would. Hold up. Timeout. Maybe it wouldn't. Hold up. Timeout. Hold up. Wait. Nope. I don't know that it would. I think they might still have the tiebreaker. I might have just lied. I think I just lied to you. Yeah, I think I lied. If Green Bay loses that, and then they lose that, and we win that, we win out. I think I lied to you. Oh, no, I didn't. Oh, yeah, I did. Wait. Green Bay wins today. They lose next week. We win. They lose next week. We win. Yeah. No, I didn't lie. Did I lie? No. Nope. That's it. Yeah. No, we could. Yeah, we could. Yeah, we could. Because 10 versus 11. So 10, 6, and 1 is behind 11 and 6. So yeah, no, it could happen. Yeah. If they win today and lose their next two, and we were to win our last three, we win the division. Woo! Come on, man. We're gonna win the division, bro. That's crazy. How did we get here? How did we get here, man? Now my ears ringing. Like, come on, man. I need to. Oh my gosh. I saw we were take TJ Parker. Love TJ Parker. Love TJ Parker. Deontay Lawson. I like Deontay Lawson. Jair Hill. Don't know anything about him. Joe Royer. Don't know who that is. Don't know who it is. Love TJ Parker, though. That dude is phenomenal. Freaking love TJ Parker. I think he's got a case as a top 10 pick. Let us get hot, man. Come on, man. No, we're going to handle business. Don't you worry about it, Mike. We're going to be good, Mike. Let's go defense. Come on, Green Bay. Oh, no. Okay, to the 33. Come on. Just give me a sack. Give me a sack. I really don't have faith in our Lions defense. I don't. I'll be honest. Here's what people I think are not being fair with. I think we played the Rams really well in the first half last week defensively. I think we played a really strong defense. And if you didn't watch our live stream, please watch our preview of the game yesterday. Please watch it, man. I know it's long, but if you watch like the first 40 minutes, we just break down the film. The changes I think the Lions are about to make are going to be massive for them. In my opinion, what I think they're going to do. They may not do it, but what I think they're going to do. I think it's going to change a lot for them. It's good stuff. It's good stuff. I promise you. Here we go. Bring it forward. Check down to Komet. Wide open. Gets 11. Because I think they're going to go more inverted coverage. I think they're going to go more cloud coverage. They're going to try to limit one-on-ones. They're going to go cloud, I think, a lot against DK to try to bracket him in. And I think the inverted stuff is going to give them much more confusion than what they've had. And I think when Kelvin said, straight drop here, getting pressure with 4 again, checks it down. Quay ripped it out. When Calvin said that he thinks teams are going to the line with 2 plays and then checking on our shell because we don't rotate, it's not even that we don't rotate necessarily. It's just that, like, we don't invert anything. There's no corners to safety. There's none of that. But we could do that so easily. I think it'd make us a problem. Jared Goff had been on a heater. We're very straightforward. One motion kind of gives away what we're going to. I'm going to be sick if Rodgers destroys our playoffs. Stop talking like that. But again, if Chicago loses tonight, we could afford a loss to Pittsburgh if Chicago were to then lose to San Fran as well. We just have to win. We just have to beat Chicago and then win against Minnesota. Deep middle. Oh, he dropped it. Zacchaeus, it was in his chest. He dropped it. I'm going to be sick if I just read that. Jared Goff been on a heater. I'm telling you, man, he has been. He's been firing. Bring back Cardell Tate. Charles, you see my mock? You see where I had Tate going? Let me know. I would love Cardell Tate. The dude's fantastic. Come on, Caleb. Throw them a cookie. Facts. Throw us one right here. Come on. Turn 10. Bring in 4. A little bit of late pressure there. Oh, he's got a lane. First down. Whoa, that's short. He didn't get that. He didn't get that. No, he didn't get that. No. No way, bro. We got to challenge that. We have to challenge that. Dose of draft, man. We dropped the mock this week. It's a short video. I did it quick, but dose of draft. That's not a first down. Yeah, Cardell Tate's receiver. He's Ohio State's receiver. He's a dog, though. He's a monster. I did not have him going to the Vikings. No, I didn't. I had him going a little bit higher than that. Much higher than that. Okay, I believe in Cardell Tate too. Like, Charles is kind of the receiver whisperer, if you didn't know. All right, he's got a little bit of that to him. We won. Now we're the Packers. Come on, man. I said we. I'm sorry. Come on, man. Look, when you're talking playoffs, bro, I am a part of the team. All right, I am a part of the team. Okay, we're all a part of the team tonight. All right, we have rooting interest. We're all part of the team. Let's go, Green Bay. Let's go, Green Bay. I still got my Green Bay Sucks sweatshirt in my closet. But yeah, I got your back. He better weigh 300 plus pounds. Hey, but come on. There's more paths to get one. You know what I mean? Tate Rouse round 2. All right, here we go. 4 minutes to go, 4:06. Clock running now. It's a 4th and 1. Oh, they didn't give it to him. Good. Caleb Williams has 10 completions, bro. Shout out to the Packers defense. He's just going to take off. Of Lions draft Jeremiah Smith. Well, maybe next year. He can't come out this year, but maybe next year. I guess I'm a cheesehead today. Yes, you are. For shame. No, not shame. Not shame. Quickly to the line. Second or 1st and 10. 3:38, 3:37. They snap it. Packers bring 4. He's spilling again. Got pressure in his face. Throws it straight out of bounds. It's a good throwaway. 2nd and 10. He can't come out this year. He's not eligible to come out yet. If he was, he'd probably be the first pick in the draft. It's insane that he's not eligible to come out because he's that good, but he's not eligible yet. Don't root for Green Bay to win, root for Chicago to lose. Okay, fair. I can go with that. Chicago, you're trash, bro. Come on, Chicago. Let's lose. Let's lose, Chicago. Come on. Yo, the fact that he's 10 for 20 for 140, though, they can be talking about this Packers defense. Not a lot of heat there. Rips it in the seam. Another pass breakup. That was Bullard? Dude, that secondary is balling. Whenever I always say, man, I think the Packers secondary is legit. Like, nah, man, look at their corners, dude. They're not good. Look at them. They're handling business. They have no Micah. They're getting no pressure, and they're handling business. And they're getting ran on, and they're handling business. You got to give them credit, bro. Got to give them credit. Jeremiah Smith gives me Megatron vibes. Megatron vibes? He's really good. 6 points. Ben Johnson wasn't cooking today. He has been cooking, but there's still time, so hopefully he doesn't start. Because they only need a field goal here, really. Oh, Van Ness is on his neck. Spilling Caleb. Oh, flag comes in. That's holding. Running, taking off. He might have got the first, but there's a flag. I think it's going to be a hold. It is going to be a hold. Okay, cool. Benedict Johnson. Yeah, Smith would go number 1 in this draft. I think maybe Mendoza, maybe he would get him, depending on the team. But I think there's a real shot he'd go number 1. We are trading from 32 to 12. Come on, man. That's what I'm talking about, dude. You got to watch Joseph Draft, too, man. You got to check it out. I'm going to have to drop video on my boy Francis. I'm going to have to drop video on him. Might have to be the next one. It won't be over here. It'll be over there. But All right, 3rd and 20. Let's get a sack. Come on, Chicago. Get a sack. $3:15 to play. They have 2 timeouts. They burned one on that last drive. Bringing 4. More heat. Oh, he's getting ripped down. Ball's out. They're going to throw a face mask. He did get his face mask. No, he did. Oh, he did. Yeah, he did. Dang. That's tough. That would have been like 4th and 25. That would have been 4th and 25, dude. Rubenbane's good. Rubenbane had a good day today, too. He had a good day. Dave Bailey, one of my guys. Dave Bailey makes me think of dude from last year. What's his name? He went 2nd round. He had a lot of buzz at the Senior Bowl. I can't think of what his name was. I think he's probably better against the run, though. What is his name? What's the little dude that went? He got dude last year, though, did get gassed up. And he had the off the field stuff. But he got overly gassed up at the Senior Bowl. His film was impressive. The Senior Bowl stuff was not that impressive. He ran over one dude. We were there, and he wasn't that dope. It wasn't. They fired him. It wasn't that great. But he reminds me of him a little bit. In a good way. Short motion here. Got a drag coming across. It's a little drive. Nope. Corner route. Little smash drive. Mike Green. Yes. Mike Green. Reminds me of Mike Green a bit. Probably bigger than Mike Green. Right? Close to about 250. A little bit taller, maybe. He's just super, super twitchy. But he's got he can play the run a bit. I think his leverage, though, he always positions himself well to play the run. You know who's also been a dog? Josiah Stewart. Josiah Stewart's been good for the Rams, man. I'm disappointed we didn't get Josiah Stewart still. I love Josiah Stewart, man. 2nd and 10 here. Bringing 4. Checks it out. That's not a good check down. Oh, he almost dropped it. That destroyed any run after catch. Got 7, 6, 7. He really 6'5"? That dude ain't 6'5". He's 6'5"? He might be. Out route here on Loveland. First down. Now they're getting in that category where it's like, are you doing too much? You just take the field goal. I'll be honest. If I'm Chicago, I'm just taking the field goal right now because I think I can get off the field with 2 timeouts against these dudes. Against Malik. Is Josh Pascal on IR? Yeah, Pascal is, I believe, still on IR. I believe he is. I believe so. No, take that back. He's not on IR. He's out for the season. I'm sorry. Someone's going to call me on the chat. He's not on IR. He's out for the season. He was supposed to come off of IR, and then he didn't. So because he didn't get activated, like Mahogany did today, he's out for the season. You think Wingo makes team next year? It's a good question. I'm not. I don't know. I would have thought coming into this year for sure, like he'd be here 2 years from now. But right now, I have no idea. I mean, Tyler Lacey jumped him, right? So I think there's still a path for you to jump him again because Mekhi Wingo is, I mean, he's young, so he can develop. He can get better than what Lacey is right now. So I wouldn't count him out just because he's not there right now. So, but it's definitely not a lock. I'll say he makes it. I'll say he makes it. He's always weird, though. It's always been a thing of, like, what is his position going to be? Your believer in Achman. Here comes the field goal. 2:15. Oh, clock's running. What happened? Did he get sacked? An incomplete pass? Wow, they lost a 2-minute warning on the field goal. So now even a 3 and out would give them a minute with the ball down 7. Yeah, they played themselves. They had to keep that 2-minute warning. They had to. Tennessee Lions did on Pascal and his ordeal with cancer in his foot. Serious grind. I have not seen it. Is it old or is it new? If it's new, I definitely want to watch it. Yeah, it's awful. It's awful. So they have to go onside here, I think. I think they played themselves. That was really bad. That was really bad. They had to take an earlier field goal. Because now you kind of, I think you kind of force yourself into we have to go onside. And once you do that and you don't get it, you're essentially in field goal range. I don't know. Maybe Green Bay can't kick that far in this weather, so maybe they're okay. But I feel like they played themselves. I know they've been trying to figure out kicker for a minute. A few months back. Oh no, I gotta check that out. I didn't know that was a thing. Texas Tech beats Duke. Okay. Okay. Lions post channels like a few weeks ago, I'm pretty sure. All right, I'm gonna have to go look for it. I didn't know that was a thing. No timeouts. They have 2 timeouts. They have 2. But yeah, like each play probably 6 seconds. So that's 12 plus the 40 plus 6 more, 18 plus 40. Minute 10 left. Probably where they're at. Punt, maybe a minute with the ball, no timeouts. I think they have to go onside. They don't have Stafford over there, and then they have to go onside. Good. Needed this one. Needed it. For whatever reason, I'm not super confident San Fran beat Chicago. Hope they do, but I'm not super confident. So I'm really glad this took place today. Very glad. Chad, what do we think? Onside or they're going to kick it away? 1 for onside, 2 for kick it away. What are we thinking? But yeah, Charles, you got to check out Dose Draft, man. We rolling. It's going to heat up a little bit for us too here. We also hit 1,000 subs over there, which is pretty cool too, man. We have like 1,010. What if the 49ers do? What if the 49ers do beat Chicago, though? What if they do beat them? We got some flexibility. Then we can drop one, right? We can lose one of these 2. It will definitely ease some nerves, but again, we won't know. We won't know if we're safe. Hold up. We won't know if we're safe or not. There we go. Until after our game. There's the onside. Guys. What in the world was that? Dude, he just kept waiting and waiting on the football. What was that? Nah, bro. They're blessed, bro. This is Chicago, bro. This is insane. This is insane. This is insane. I can't believe what I'm watching right now. I can't believe this is real life. I mean, what are we doing? What are we doing? Minute 56, no timeouts, and they're at midfield with the ball, down 7. And you know, I'm gonna tell you, Ben Johnson will go for 2 if they score. They just got the onside. Chicago got the onside back with a minute 56. If they score, they will go for 2. There's no way Ben Johnson does not go for 2. He will. He will. Oh my goodness, bro. This is chat. I'm gonna hide the chat for a second just so it doesn't spoil for me. Oh, they do have 2 timeouts. Oh my gosh. I forgot. Yeah, because what are we doing, man? Like what are we doing? This is crazy. This is crazy. So now they're moving the ball now. Yeah. Ripped it to London or Loveland's got a first down, got about 10 on the curl. This is going to come now to a 2-point conversion, bro. Chicago's going to go for 2. First down and 10 at the 40. 2 deep coverage here. Showing some cover 6. 1-on-1. Check it down. Swift. Walker missed the tackle because why not? Got 9. Bears burned a timeout. They got 1 left. They got 1 left. Oh, this is crazy. Oh my goodness. I don't know, man. All right, I'm gonna hide it for a second. I don't want to spoil it here. So bear with me. Come on, defense, bro. Like we're at commercial break right now. A 30-second. That's crazy. They got no outside back. Come on, man. Come on, man. I was ready to end this thing, bro. Guys, this is not right. Bringing 3. Oh, and he pulled it down at the 12. Moore just pulled it down on Valentine. Oh my god. First down, 10 from the 12. 50 seconds. They have a timeout. Now the Bears are slowing down. 40 seconds. They're wasting clock now. I don't know if I would do that. 2 deep here. Goes to the out route. Pass is caught. Gains 5. 36 seconds, and the clock stopped with a timeout in their pocket. Indigo. This is whack. This is straight whack, bro. Second and 4. Oh, he definitely will go for 2. Soft coverage here to the end zone. He missed him. 3rd and 4. Threw it over his head. Come on. Green Bay's going to lock up. Green Bay's going to lock up. The only thing I worry about is Caleb taking off. They're going to lock up. They're going to lock up here. I'm believing. Valentine's playing good ball too. He had a chance. Honestly, if he puts that down, it's probably a touchdown. Yeah, I think if he puts that down, it scores. 3rd down and 4. They can still get a first. They're at the 6. Cover 0 look. Stacking the line here for Green Bay. There's 4 receivers. They're bringing it. They got pressure. Back foot. End zone. He missed him. He didn't give him a chance. They didn't give him a chance. Bro, you got to heat him up. You have to heat him up. He's just missing throws, bro. You just have to heat him up. 4th and 4. Come on. You have to go after him, bro. Ben's going to have something quick. Ben's going to have a first read. This play will not extend, bro. This play will not extend. He's not going to let this play extend. This ball's going to be out fast. That thing's back foot and out. 1, 2, 3, pressure. Oh, he's fading away. No. Y'all can't make this up. Y'all can't make this up. Who was covering him? They score with 24 seconds. Who is covering him? I mean, there's not even a guy near him. Brother. Oh, they're taking the extra point. Guys, I was hoping they go for 2. I was hoping they go for 2, to be honest with you. I was hoping they would. I kind of just wanted to end right there. This is crazy. This is crazy. I hate football, dog. I'm gonna go to bed, dude. I'm saying, man. Charles Woodson. Oh, Charles needs to step up, dude. There's nobody out there. There's nobody out there, dude. That's the thing, bro. Like, you knew it was gonna be out fast. In hindsight, probably shouldn't have blitzed because Ben's not gonna let that play. That play was not gonna take long. That ball was gonna be out because he was gonna have somebody or he wasn't. So Green Bay's got 24 seconds after giving up an onside kick and a touchdown. How aggressive do they get? Charles Woodson's a GOAT. Charles Woodson's a GOAT, man. But how aggressive, bro? I'm gonna hide the chat again. I want a field goal too. I'm worried. They have 3 timeouts. They're gonna return the kickoff. He's going nowhere, bro. 17 seconds. He's gonna take a knee. He's taking a knee, dude. There's no way he's taking a knee. There's no way he tries something here. This is 1,000% a kneel down. This is insane, dude. I do not. Yeah. Right tackle got ran over. All right. Well, we're going to overtime. I'll be back. Overtime football. Absolutely unreal. Unreal, dude. I'll be back, chat. See if Green Bay's got it. See what they got. Is that not roughing the passer? It probably was. Probably was. I missed it. Oh my goodness. Can Jordan Love please come back in? Dude, I'm hoping Chicago gets it first. I think Green Bay can get a 3-and-out. And they would punt it. I hope they get it first. I'm not confident Green Bay will go down and score a touchdown. Packers get it first. Great. Awesome. That's fantastic. Yeah. Good. Guys, this is not, it's not okay. Not cool, bro. Not cool, dude. This is more stress. I didn't think this was going to be stressful at all. I thought it was going to be chilling. This should not have happened. At least they were going to just lose, like get blown out. Not like this. Can't happen like this. If it's a tie, it's as bad as it gets. That'd be as bad as it gets. Right? If they tie, let's look at it. If they tie, Bears are 10-4-1. All right, Packers are 9-4-2. If they tie, and then let's say the Lions win. If the Bears lose next week, it would play out the same, I think. Yeah. We need the Bears to lose next week then. Because if they tie and the Packers lose and then win a game, 10-5-2 Packers are still above us. So we don't want to tie. Don't want to tie. Malik is sore. A tie's bad because it doesn't hurt the Packers or the Bears, right? It doesn't really change anything. All it does is extend it to need the Packers to lose. Now you need the Bears to lose next week, which at least if they win, the Packers would take a loss. But then you can't pass Green Bay. There'd be no path. Because at 10-5-2 Green Bay, we can't pass them. Okay. Got 3 yards on first down. Okay. No. That's why I don't like a tie. Because everything's still in our control, right? Everything is still out there, even if they win. But then they have to lose to San Fran. Like it's going to come down to that, and we'd have to win out. There would be no room for error for us. First, 2nd and 7. Play fake here. Loads it. Oh, he's wide open. Go, Reed. Go. I'm not trying to hear good, better, best. You know what's funny? It's a different variation, but I learned that same thing. Not from him. I learned that at a basketball camp when I was in I think middle school. I think when I was in middle school, I learned that at Bowling Green, man, the college basketball camp. It was a little bit different than the way that he says it. But when I saw that video, I was like, oh, dude, I've heard this before. Like, it felt like nobody knew what this was. I'm like, oh, dude, they would say this at this camp all the time. 1st and 10. Here we go. Okay, a little end around. Williams gets 3. Matt LaFleur is very creative. You can give it to him. They just find a way to always be able to run the ball. Come on. 2nd and 7. 8 minutes to play. Cover 3 here. Quick pass. Got him. There you go. There you go. Get 6. That's pretty good. 80 yard. I need a drink, man. Come on. 80 yard. Just run it. Just run it. They've been able to run all game. Run it. It could be a good time for a boot, though. To be honest, everybody's expecting run, and Malik can run. Yeah, they're handing this off. There's motion across here. Gets across. Now he looks confused. Oh, no. What in the world was that? Oh, okay. Okay. At least I got the timeout. Yeah, they needed that. They needed to get that timeout in. Needed that. I thought they had a false start. Dude, there's no way, man. You can't have a false start there, dude. Where I throw the basketball? I don't know, man. Somewhere. Come on, man. We just need a yard. We need a yard. It is we. We need a yard. All right, we're back. Yep. Where's Jacobs, bro? Because he fumbled. Play fake. Oh, there's the boot. Got him. He didn't get it. Oh my, he didn't get it, bro. That was a good hit. That was a good hit. Yeah. He stonewalled, dude. Need a yard. 4th and 1 from the 36. There's no way that happens, bro. There's no way that happens. Oh my goodness, dude. Dude. They muffed the snap on 4th and 1. It does. This is like the goofiest thing I've ever watched, bro. I don't know how to explain this one. This is insane. Got all day. Got some heat. Throws it away. Guys, I'm sick, bro. I'm sick, dude. I'm sick. I can't believe we're watching this right now. Like this is actually how this game's taking place. This is unreal. He said they got that juju magic. This is unreal, bro. This can't be a thing. Second and 10 from the 36. They need a field goal. They look like offside. Handoff Swift. Oh my gosh, he's dragging Walker for 6 yards. Whoa! He's getting the ball to the Packers. What? He was down? Dude, don't do us like that. Now we're playing with our emotions, bro. Come on, dude. Come on, dude. 3rd and 4. Don't do us like that. Come on, defense. 3rd and 3. Green Bay's going back to that stack line. Manned up. They cooked him in the end zone. Now they hand it off. He's got it. Unreal, bro. I don't know where 21 was going. Bro had other plans, man. I ain't going to tackle him, dude. Could you imagine? They could lose next week, man, but it's just like, what are we watching? Well, there's some heat. Guys. What are we looking at? I can't believe I watched this whole thing, bro. That's got to be the goofiest thing I've ever seen. That's got to be the goofiest game I've ever seen, bro. So it's really going to come down to, okay, we have no margin for error. We have to win out. San Francisco is going to have to beat Chicago. Brock Purdy is going to have to beat Chicago. Well, you know what? Here's a good thing. We won't know until two of our own games from now. So we got to handle business for 2 weeks before we know. Or Green Bay's got to lose their next 2, the Baltimore and the Vikings, while we win out. It's possible. It's possible, but this is awful. This is atrocious, dude. I cannot believe what I'm witnessing. I guess at least they didn't tie. Unreal, dude. Caleb played an atrocious football game and then just dices them up when they need it. Packers got to lose 2 more, man. Right? Because if the Packers already got, they got 9 wins. So, okay, let's look at it. Right? Packers have lost this game. So they have 9. Wait, what are they? 9-5-1. So if they win next, let's say they lose next week, right? And then they beat Minnesota. And then we win out. It would be 9-7-1. Wait a minute, I messed something up here. Is that one? Say they beat Minnesota. It'd be 10-6-1. Okay, yeah, no, you're right. 10-6-1. So they just need to lose 1 more. Okay, no, you're right. Packers lose 1 more. The Bears got to lose 1, and we got to win out. Yeah, because Green Bay would be 10-6-1, so 10-6-1 versus 11-6. Okay, actually, no, the sky is not falling. Actually, no, hold up. I'm actually kind of more optimistic now. I mean, look, we only need them to lose 1 of the next 2. They need to lose to Baltimore. So really, we need either our path is this: we need to run the table. We don't have margin for error. We have to win our next 3. Then we also need either Green Bay to lose one of the next 2, or Chicago has to lose to San Fran. We need one of those 2. Does this open the door more so? No, because the Bears have 11 wins, right? How many wins did the Bears have? Bears lose their, say they lose their. Yeah, the Bears have 11 wins too. They have 11 now. So it does open the door for actually winning the division more so, right? It actually does, now that I'm thinking about it, because it's more realistic that the Packers drop one and the Bears lose to San Fran and we win the division than it would be if the Bears, if the Packers were to win that game and then lose to Baltimore and Minnesota. Hold up, was this a positive? Hold up, I think this is actually a good thing. Nah, because wait, now that I'm thinking about it, I think this was a good thing. Like, it eliminates the opportunity for us to lose a game and still get in, but it's a better chance to win the division. And there's 2 ways to get in. If Chicago would have lost, the only way to get in would have been passing Chicago. But because Green Bay lost, Green Bay just needs to lose one of their last 2, and we pass them. That feels better to me. I guess it's probably, I don't know. I mean, Green Bay will be favored over Baltimore, so it won't be like, they'll definitely beat Minnesota. So it'll come down to them losing to Baltimore or Chicago has a drop. The worst case scenario will be either one, we lose a game, or 2, because then we're out. Or if we handle our business the next 2 games, the only scenario that, well, we couldn't be kicked out, because if we win our next 2 and Chicago wins against San Fran, we can't pass them, but we'd still have Green Bay who we could pass. We would then just need Green Bay would have to drop. Green Bay would have to drop to either Baltimore or Minnesota. Hold up, it might be looking better. Hold up. Hold up. Wait a minute. We might, wait a minute. We better cook. I don't know. Damn, wait, I was sad. I'm not that sad anymore. I mean, I feel like the picture was much more clear because if Chicago lost, we controlled our own destiny today. But like Baltimore? Could Baltimore beat Green Bay? Our hands, our fate is in the hands of Baltimore, probably not Minnesota. Baltimore or San Fran winning. It makes sense. Does it not make sense what I'm saying? That's the scenario. It was either you control your own destiny tonight, which now we don't do. We have to rely on our team to win, but we have a legit chance to win the division now. All we need to win the division. It's as simple as Green Bay loses one of the next 2, and Chicago loses to San Fran, and then we have to handle our business. We win the division. Huh. Well, the Packers don't have to lose out. They don't have to lose one game. Packers lose one game, we pass them. If we win our last 3, the Packers drop one of the last 2, we pass them. Either for division or a wild card. Huh. Hey, I'm kind of fired up now. Wait a minute. I just got myself a little excited. Hold up. We might be all right. By the way, that game was nuts. Shout out to everybody tuning in. Well, yeah, I don't know that say I would, like I said, Green Bay is gonna be favored over Baltimore, so they're probably gonna win that game, which makes it more stressful. If you believe Green Bay is gonna be Baltimore, it's more stressful. But and then it has to come down essentially to Chicago's got to lose to San Fran, but they don't have Jordan Love. Who knows? Because Baltimore is definitely playing for something, and San Fran's gonna be playing for something too. I don't think they're gonna be sending guys in their next game. Hey. I'm actually not mad at this. Guys, this opened the path to win the division again. I never looked at it this way. Now I'm happy again. Like I said, the biggest loss from this was simply that the Lions can't afford a loss now. Like there's no path to affording a loss. If the Bears were to lose, we could have afforded a loss if Chicago were to lose next week. It's still the same scenario, but it would have allowed us to lose one of our next two. But realistically, we probably shouldn't get in if we don't handle business. The only thing that changes is we can't get in with 10 wins now. Exactly. And we still have a chance to division it with this Green Bay loss. 100%. Is CFB better than NFL? No. And I like college football, but it's not better than the NFL. It's not better than the NFL, dog. Hey, hold up, man. Wait a minute, dude. I'm kind of fired up a little bit, dude. I'm kind of fired up. Chad, was I looking at this all wrong? I think I may have been looking at this all wrong, dude. We're going to win the North. I can't believe it. We're going to win the NFC North, bro. Man, I'm glad. Yo, I'm glad y'all were here to witness this, bro. Y'all witnessed the first step to us winning the NFC North, man. How amazing is that, dude? How amazing is that, bro? Let's get some W's in the chat, dude. Let's get some W's in the chat. Let's get going, dude. Big W's in the chat. Come on, man. We're gonna win the North, dude. I didn't realize this was that possible. Here we are. Who are the Lions rooting for help tomorrow? I think there's some W's in the chat. That's what I'm talking about, dude. This is a good night. This is a good night, man. We're stressing over nothing. We're gonna win the North, dude. We're gonna win the North, man. Gosh, dude, how unbelievable is that? We're from being all concerned, all of a sudden, man, we're gonna have a home playoff game. Feels good. Eat that W, facts. It's fantastic, dude. No, they don't gotta lose out. They just gotta lose one. They just gotta lose one. They gotta lose to Minnesota or Baltimore. And we don't even need that. Green Bay can win their last two, and we could still get in so long as we beat Chicago and they lose to San Fran. We have to win out regardless. But now there's a path to winning the North that really wasn't there if Green Bay would have won. And how Jordan Love's hurt. I hope he's okay, by the way. I do. But we're going to win the North, bro. I can't believe it. Birthday cakes in the chat. Who are we rooting for tomorrow? I don't even think it matters, to be honest. I mean, us and I guess I don't think it matters. Probably San Fran to beat Indy just because it maybe keeps them like, oh, we got to keep winning. I don't know. Maybe them to lose to Indy. I don't think even it matters. Yeah. There is really a rooting interest tomorrow. We kind of know what it's going to take, so root for us. Put all your hope in that basket that we handle business. I hate the fact that we don't have a margin for error, but we should beat the Steelers anyway. We should beat the Vikings. If we get swept by the Vikings, bro, we're not a playoff team. If we're getting swept by the Vikings, we're not a playoff team. Pittsburgh, probably, maybe not a playoff team. All right, should beat them. It's pretty amazing. Yeah, I'm with you. But it still gives us a chance. Now we just have two paths to get in. It's just the path isn't as clear because Chicago didn't drop it tonight. But there's still a path. It just forces now we have to win our last three. Dude, what a blessing in disguise, man. What a blessing in disguise, dude. Minnesota has to lose? Why? Who's Minnesota playing? To the Giants? Why would they have to lose? Because they're 6-8. They can't catch us. I'd rather Minnesota win, right? Stay alive. I don't think they're alive, though. I think someone said they're eliminated. If the Lions win out, the Packers lost, we win the North. Yes. Packers lose one of the next two, and we win out, we win the North. Right? Or no. No, we don't win the North. Bears would have to lose to the Niners. Bears would have to lose to the Niners in that scenario, I think. Yeah, because the Bears would be 2 games ahead of us. Bears would have to lose in that. For us to pass the Bears too, they would have to, in turn, also lose to San Fran. That's how we'd win the North. But if they don't do that, the Bears beat San Fran, then lose to us, and the Packers lose one of the last two, we just switch with the Packers. We'd take the Packers out of the playoffs. We'd still be a wild card. We would just jump the Packers rather than the Bears. That's right. All right, hold on. I messed that up. We're good, though. We figured it out. We got it. Bears need to lose 2 games. Us and San Fran. But it's not even a must. We don't even need to pass the Bears anymore. Bears can go win the division. Go for it. We'll pass the Packers. Well, what a fun watch party, man. I'm glad it ended that way. That was fun. Bears need to lose 2 games. No tiebreaker. You talking about the Bears? Well, yeah, tiebreaker will be us. Ravens, 49ers need to finish the job. We just need one of them, man. But if they both do it, we're winning the division, bro. Hey, if they both do it. Well, the Packers, so the thing with the Packers is, and I didn't realize this was the case. If you look at the Packers, right, because the Packers lost tonight. So if the Packers, say, for example, the Packers lose to Baltimore and we win, and then the Packers beat Minnesota and we win, we pass Green Bay because Green Bay's 10-6-1. We'd be 11-6. And 11-6 is better than 10-6-1. So we'd actually pass Green Bay even without the tiebreaker because they tied to Dallas earlier this year. If we were both 11-6, which would happen if they would have beat Dallas, then they would pass us because they have the tiebreaker. I was stressed too, but dude, I was just looking at it wrong. Now I got it. Now it's hit me. Dude. We're good. We're good. We don't want the easiest path, okay? You know what they say. The best things of life, you got to work for them. I don't know if that's what they say. The road to greatness isn't the easy road. It's the road where the Packers lose and so do the Bears. That's greatness. I love it. I missed one of the chats in here earlier. Shout out to my guy that was talking about college versus the NFL. That was random, by the way. I don't know what that was about, but I appreciate you. No, Rogue, we never give up. How can we get in place of the 49ers? Well, the 49ers, it's probably not a good path, right? Because the 49ers are, what's their record? 9-4. So if they're 10-4. So we'd have to win out. San Francisco would have to lose to Seattle this weekend. Or no, I'm sorry. I'm looking at the wrong games here. San Francisco, we'd have to win. San Francisco would have to lose to Indy this weekend because we don't have a tiebreaker with San Fran. San Fran has the NFC record tiebreaker. So they'd have to lose to San Fran. They'd have to lose to Chicago. And then they'd have to lose to Seattle, which is actually possible. And then we jump San Fran. If they lost all 3, we'd pass them. They'd have to lose all 3, though. And we'd have to win all 3. So it's possible because those are tough games. Seattle, Chicago, and Indy, like that's possible. Hey, that's a rooting guide. Root for Indy this weekend. Root for Indy because at least tomorrow, if Indy beats them, there's that path too, and it might put more stress on them to win. Because then at that point, that's another potential path for us. Because at that point, now here's the thing: if San Fran loses to Indy tomorrow, then somebody has to win between Chicago and San Fran. So either way, if Chicago loses, it's good for us because now a win out jumps us against them. Or if San Fran were to lose that game, now it comes down to week 18 for San Francisco, and they have to beat Seattle, assuming Seattle's still playing for the 1 seed, to stay ahead of us. So it's not the best path, but root for San Fran to lose tomorrow. Bears are up 1.5 on a division. They're up 1.5 on a division right now. They are. But if we beat them, we'd have tiebreaker. So, again, that would pull us back. And then, again, that's why they need to lose one. To pass the Bears, they have to lose their next 2, which is us and San Fran. But we don't need to pass the Bears. We don't have to. We can. We don't need to. So, I don't know. That we have to win out. Not the Packers lose or Bears lose. We have to win out. But there's a scenario where we win out, we don't get in, which is we win out, Bears beat San Fran, Packers win their last 2, we don't get in. Right? Because the Bears would have 12 wins, and we wouldn't pass the Packers. So, if we win out and neither of those teams lose, then we don't get in. Unless San Fran loses all their games. We can win the next 2 and the Packers lose out. We could lose to the Bears last week and still make the playoffs. That's weird. Okay, so you're saying we could win our next 2, Packers lose to the Bears. Oh, because we jumped the Packers? Would that jump the Packers? I don't know if that would jump the Packers. Are you asking me? Let me try it. So you're saying we win our next 2. I don't think that would jump the Packers. We win our last 2, Packers lose out. I think they'd be ahead of us. Let's try it. Packers. Oh yeah, I guess we would be. Yeah, in that scenario, they'd be 9-7 9-7-1. Wait, this doesn't seem right. Oh, the Packers only got 9 wins? Yeah, I mean, I get. Well, shoot, in that case, the Packers can just win. Oh, you're saying that we lose that last week. Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right, because 10-7 versus 9-7-1. You're right. Yeah, you're right. If we were to win our next two and the Packers lose their next two, or we win our next two, lose to Chicago, Packers lose their next two following this loss, we pass the Packers. They'd be 9. They would be 9 or hold up. Yeah, they'd be 9-7-1. We'd be 10-7. They give us the nod. So there is that scenario too. That's a fun one. 49ers need to win, and we could lose to the Bears if the Packers lose out. 49ers need to win, yep, and we could lose to the Bears if the Packers lose out. Yeah, that's interesting. So there is that path too. We could lose another game. It would have to be that specific scenario where the Packers lose or both two. I think they could lose to Baltimore. I don't know. I don't think they're going to lose to Minnesota, especially if the playoffs are on the line. I really don't think they're going to lose to Minnesota. It's possible, I guess. 49ers can still get the first seed. Why would they sit their starters week 18? I don't think they're going to sit their starters week 18. They're playing Seattle. I meant Seattle's perspective, and I don't think Seattle would either because they got the Rams on their hip. But Seattle maybe could lock it up, right? Because they split. I don't know what the tiebreakers are there. I don't think they lose out either. I don't think they do either. But again, if they just lose one and the Bears lose one, we can win the division. Or if they just lose one and even if the Bears won out, we went out, we pass them. So we're gonna be all right, man. We're gonna be all right. Chat, I appreciate y'all joining. There's a lot of craziness going on here. We have to win out. We definitely got to win out. That's got to be the mindset, right? Otherwise, it's really going to get crazy. Or funky to try to get in. I appreciate y'all joining, man. Easiest path. I mean, I say the easiest path is win out and the Packers or Bears lose one. That's the easiest path. Most simple. We win out, Packers and Bears lose a game. Packers or Bears lose one game. We get in. That's the easiest path. I guess in terms of doing the least, it's probably the path that my guy put in the chat, which is us winning our next two, losing to Chicago, Green Bay losing out. And that might be the easiest path for us because we don't have to win two games. But the Niners have to beat the Bears. Yes, one of those two. We need one of those two to go down. One of those two got to go down. I love it. I love it. Hey, man, I appreciate y'all joining. We're going to end it here, man. That was a fun little watch along. I was going to say if you're just joining, feel free to pull it back, but don't because that's not going to be entertaining. I mean, it might be, but I wouldn't rewatch a live stream like this. There's live streams you can. Definitely go check out our preview for tomorrow's game. I know it's a live stream, but they're like video format. So if you check out our live stream that we did yesterday, we previewed Lions Steelers. If you want that, it's good stuff, man. It's a lot of scheme stuff. It's good stuff. Check that out. Also, Dose of Draft. Not Dose of Dion, but Dose of Draft. Google that. Put it on YouTube. All right. Mock draft came out this week, our first one. If you want some draft discussion, check us out over there, man. Or check me out. It's not us. And I guess it is us. Everybody else is watching. Shout out to them too. Check it out. I'm going to leave it here, man. I appreciate you joining. Have a great night. We're going to win the North, dude. We're going to win the North, man. Amazing. Eh? I'm going to get out of here, though, bro. Have a good night. I'll see y'all tomorrow for Lions Steelers. Go Lions.